Hello, everybody, and welcome to CTN Sports Game of the Week. I'm Nick Wisniewski along with JB Ricks. We are at the Eagles Nest, where we've got the Pioneers coming in to play Skyline. Tell us a little bit about what we're in for, JB.
A rivalry game, and you know what that means. The records do not matter. Both teams coming in with a 1-4 record, and they both actually won their season opening game, but now they're coming in with 4-game losing streaks, so the bleeding has to stop, and this is the time to make it stop when you're going up against your arch rival. So we are going to see one heck of a game tonight, Nick. I'm sure of it.
And if you're the Eagles, homecoming, baby, so they've got that little extra to play for. But stick around, we got kickoff coming up right after this. Pioneers taking on the Eagles like we talked about in the open. Both teams 1-4. Both teams started this season with a victory, both on 4-game slides, so something's got to give, like JB said. Pioneers won the coin toss, so they'll be kicking off. They deferred until the second half. JB, what else can we look at here for this game?
Well, I can tell you right now that the main thing the Skyline wants to achieve in this game is protecting the football. They do not want to have turnovers. They have had 11 turnovers this season, which have led to 70 points from the other team, and it has cost them many of those losses that they have right now. So that's the main thing that Skyline wants to accomplish tonight, is protecting the football. When it comes to Pioneer, they have a balanced attack, but they want to pound, man. They want to run that ball. They want to ground and pound, and they want to control the clock, and they want to control this game. So we're going to see how both game plans play out here tonight.
Right you are. Kick away here by the Pioneers. Fielded run up, muffed a bit, but stuck with it. Grabbed that one, kept going. That's number 7, Aiden Schelt. Schelt is an interesting player. The last couple of seasons, we've seen him as a halfback, maybe a little bit of fullback every once in a while. He's a strong kid, but he's given way to Mickey, the senior, for coming out of the backfield for the Eagles.
All right, like I mentioned, Nick, they said they want to run the ball, even though they do have a very good passing attack. So I'm very interested to see how they go about this first drive.
Isaac Skadson gets that one, tosses that one out of the backfield. Nice job making that first player miss. Gets off to the outside and all the way to first down territory. That's exactly what you like to do if you're the Eagles. Start off with not just a play in the positive, but a first down as well.
Yeah, Andre Neal finding some space and getting out there, breaking a couple tackles and getting the first down. That's a great start for that offense.
Yeah, great job just coming out of the flat there. Neal makes that first man miss, breaks a few more tackles. The Pioneers did a nice job of getting in, surrounding him, but just had a hard time bringing him down. Skadson back again. He's got a man to his left. He's got 2 wideouts, one in motion. Handoff up the gut for the Eagles, and that's going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards for the Eagles.
2 plays, 2 runs for these Eagles.
Brought down by number 45.
Eagles wearing all blue this evening, blue jerseys, blue pants, blue helmets, new helmets this year with the new wing decals on there. Like the look of the wings. Pioneers looking across from them in their all whites, white pants, white jerseys, and the old, I can't tell, actually from this direction, I think that's a dark purple helmet, hard to tell.
Yeah, it's dark purple, color of royalty. Oh, nice.
There's Skatzen to Schelt right there, and I'm glad to see Schelt get back into this offense. Coach Project Smith trying to work him in. He is such a hard-nosed player, Schelt.
Yeah, a hard-nosed player coming through and busting through these tackles. Look at him busting through there, showing the strength. Needed 3 guys just to bring him down, and they are off to a wonderful start on this drive.
Yeah, Schelt is a hard-nosed runner, real hard to bring him down. Very rarely will you see somebody make a tackle on him initially. Usually it's going to take a couple of dudes to bring him down.
Skyline already in the Pioneer territory.
Skatzen now hands that one off to the left. Pioneers ready for that one. They had hands on him behind the line of scrimmage, but he still managed to fall forward. That's Liuji Mickey, the man we were talking about before just a moment ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Pioneer defense coming through and countering this time and making the right call and keeping that one for no gain. So win for the Pioneer defense for the first time on this drive.
Yeah, Mickey seems to be the preferred backup choice, but Schelt with some early looks here for the Eagles. I've got 2nd and 9. There was a 1-yard pickup on that one. Skatzen with man to his left. There's Mickey, handoff to the right, but can't get anything going there. That defensive line of the Pioneers holds stout and brings him down, and will bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, all runs on this play so far, but back-to-back great defensive stops by Pioneer, forcing this 3rd down that's coming up, a 3rd and long for the Eagles. Now, Pioneers defense putting them in a tough position here with back-to-back good plays.
And we'll almost undoubtedly see a pass play here, and the man to look for number right here is number 12, Andre Neal, Skatzen's favorite target. Skatzen from the gun, 2 steps back. He wings that one over to Neal, sure enough. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 17, excuse me. That's Joe Green on the catch.
Yeah, Joe Green with a nice route there, coming back for the ball. Getting them in position for 1st down, but it's going to be 4th and about 3 or 4 yards. See if they decide to go for it here, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, they're in that position right now where punting doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense. They've got 5 yards to go, and Coach Smith has the feeling that he can get those 5 yards on this Pioneer defense as of right now. Skatzen, 1 man behind him, trips right. He's looking left the whole way. There's Neal.
Got him again.
Neal not wrapped up, and they're going to call probably a face mask on that. We've got multiple flags in there, but it probably doesn't matter as Neal scampers into the end zone on a 4th and 5. Touchdown Eagles for now.
For now, but like you said, that's definitely going to be a face mask right there. That's what you saw the multiple flags for. Andre Neal breaking the tackles, breaking the face mask holds, and just busting through and going down the field for a good, what was that, about 46 yards? Watch him break this tackle. There's the face mask right there. Definitely a 15-yarder right there. And then he's just going to go ahead and glide his way right on down the sideline and will his way in for the game's first score.
Yeah, you can see him try. I mean, it feels like he didn't even try to wrap up body or legs. He was just going high and trying to get his hands on anything he could wrap up, and Neal scoots away. There's the face mask call on the defense. So they're going to call that touchdown good. And
gotta get
6 points for the Eagles.
Got to get back to the basics there on tackling there, because that was definitely a poor display of tackling by the Pioneers.
Touchdown confirmed. Yeah, you're right about the basics. You need to bring him down. Neal's a slippery character, don't get me wrong, but you got to get those hands down, get your body down in a lower stance to try to grab him around the hips. You keep an eye on those hips, you're not going to fall for those jukes.
And make sure you wrap up. You got to wrap up, and don't wrap the face mask. Wrap up the body. That's why they have themselves a 7-0 lead to start us off.
Extra point up and good for the Eagles. And this is exactly what you want on homecoming, right? You receive that ball, you march down the field, and you get that long touchdown on 4th down. Not just any down, 4th down.
4th down. Heck of an opening statement, heck of an opening drive for the Eagles, coming out here and punching Pioneer right in the mouth, going right down the field and scoring within the first 3 minutes of the game. And like you said, that is how you want to get started for homecoming. And it is an electric atmosphere out here tonight, Nick.
Yeah, you got the band down there. Everybody's having a good time. You got a blackout on the Eagles side. Yeah. Lots of folks down there.
Student section looks real live right now, man. It's going to be a great night out here tonight. perfect night for Friday night football too, weather-wise.
And that side's a little stunned. That's your Pie High faithful over there with their whiteout, trying to counter the blackout. Still a good amount of students out there. They must have heard the Kona Ice is going on in the parking lot.
And they're still the road team, though, so they're going to be outnumbered, so they got to turn their Road Warriors hat on. And forgive me, they missed that extra point. It looked like it was good from this position, but that extra point must have been off the mark. So it is only 6-0 in favor of Skyline.
And we'll see if that ends up coming back to bite the Eagles. That's always a bummer.
And they're kicking off at the 45 because of the face mask penalty, so they did go ahead and tack that onto the kickoff.
That's a great call. And it'll be interesting to see here if they just kick away or if they try to do something especially high and try to land this just shy of the end zone. Or we just do a little squib-a-roo.
Quick little squib? Okay.
That one's fielded by number 11, Toby Callias. That's exactly the type of dude you want to get it, though, if you're the Pioneers. Callias is a reliable halfback for the Pioneers.
Yeah, but they're giving Pioneers some great field position to start off when you had the opportunity to really pin them back. You know what I mean? With you guys kicking off from the 45-yard line, maybe a pooch kick right there. Try to pin them back a little bit or whatnot and put them deep in their end zone. Now, because of that squib kick, they were able to return it to the 35, and that's great starting field position.
Yeah, and I'm curious if they were hoping that would have just kept scooching through as opposed to getting gobbled up by Callias. But again, Callias, he's not just a special teams guy. He's not just out there for his hands. He is one of the regular players they're going to see from the Pioneers. So he wisely picked that up and went with it.
Yeah, you got to love the versatility these kids can play with on the high school level, man.
And that one might be ball on the turf. Muffed transition from center to quarterback, and the Eagles say that they've got it, and the officials say that they've got it, and Skyline could have something big going here in this first quarter.
Yeah, what is going on with the Pioneers to start off with that ugly defensive possession, and now here we are. Oh, the quarterback just could not get the snap, and Skyline was all over it. First play from scrimmage for the Pioneers is a turnover. This is not the start you want when you're the road team in a homecoming game.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Cole Hayes. I mean, he backed up from that and seemed to lose his feet, never really got the ball. I don't know if he tripped over his feet, over the center's feet, or what. Regardless, Skadsum down the backfield for the Eagles. He's on the run, rolls out, and just sends it past his man a smidge. That's Mickey there that couldn't come down with that catch.
Golden opportunity for Skyline here. You don't want to blow this, getting a turnover on the first play from scrimmage. You want to take the opportunity to go up by two scores here. So don't blow this opportunity, Skyline.
All right, 8:36 to go. After that incomplete pass, clock stops. Skadsum looking for Mickey on that one. Skadsum, as per usual, in the shotgun. You're not going to see a whole heck of a lot of under center situation in today's high school football. There's that handoff to Mickey instead of trying to throw it. He gets the handoff there and falls forward nearly to the 30-yard line.
That's a good run right there. That should get them in a position for a decent third down conversion here if they can go ahead and keep that ball moving and try to go up two scores here.
Right, they've got third and manageable, like you mentioned, but they've already proven in this general area, this is four-down territory for the Eagles.
Absolutely. What do we got, 3rd and 3 here?
We got 3rd and 7-ish.
Oh, third, okay.
That's what we've got on the board, at least, from the 38-yard line. Handoff Mickey. Mickey tries to go right, thinks better of it, and cuts back left, looking into that A gap. But the Pioneer defensive line, at least on that side, is looking especially strong so far.
Yeah, coming through here and stuffing that line. Pioneers defense starting to get comfortable against the run here. They're getting comfortable and whatnot. Now, if they can do that here, this would be a huge stop for them, especially after giving up that turnover on the first play from scrimmage. So this is a huge 4th down right here for the Pioneers.
4th and 3. They definitely don't want to mimic what happened on that last 4th down, and the Eagles looking for another little slice of heaven here. Skadsum looks
they covered
back.
it that time.
He turns it upfield, and I believe he gets the first down before he is smacked. He got that by about a foot and a half, and that'll be 1st down Eagles. Skadsum gets it done with his legs.
gutsy run right here by the quarterback as he just says, you know what, I'm going to will my team to a first down right here, and we're going to keep the stakes moving because we want that 2-possession lead.
Yeah, you don't see Scadson running a lot. They don't do a lot of designed runs for him, but he's shifty, and he's a smaller dude, too. If you're one of those bigger linemen, it can be easy to lose him in the mix back in that backfield, in the pocket.
It's all about the heart when it comes to this football field. Size does not matter. You got that heart to go out here and give it your all, that's what you're going to do. And so far, Isaac Scadson is definitely showing that heart.
Fresh set of downs for the Eagles. He's looking out into that corner. He's got his man, and that is another touchdown score for the Eagles. Neal for his second trip into the end zone.
Not sure exactly what happened to the Pioneer defender here. I don't know if he tripped or not. We're going to check out the replay, but Neal was wide open. Let's check out the replay and see what happened. Oh, beautiful route, beautiful move with the double move. The cornerback did not have a chance. Neal with the beautiful route and a wide open pitch and catch for another touchdown. 2 touchdowns before we even reach the midway point of the first quarter for the Eagles.
Yeah, you called it. That first move where he turned and gave a fake like he was going to curl back in. Cornerback completely bit on it. Yeoman's effort there by Cerniglia.
Okay, I thought it was good last time. It's good this time.
This one's definitely good.
It's definitely
Both
good
officials are giving it the A+ effort there. Lucky 13-0 for the Eagles right now, and the Pioneers, I mean, all they've done is play defense in this quarter so far, JB.
Yeah, they've only had one play on offense so far, and that was a turnover, and head coach Broderick Smith for the Skyline Eagles said that they have to win the turnover battle. No matter what, they have to win the turnover battle because that's been their Achilles heel so far, and right now, they have taken advantage of the one turnover that they were able to get and turn it into 7 points, so well, count it for the Eagles.
Yeah, you've said it. I mean, Pioneer behind in the turnover battle, only 1 turnover. But more importantly, defensively, they've got to figure out a way to stop Scadson, and they really need to find a way to stop Neal.
Oh, man, they got no answer for that right now. This guy's just doing whatever he wants on the field, and Scadson's finding him every time right now. So Pioneers got a counter here on offense. They've already put themselves in a 2-touchdown hole, so they got to fire themselves up here and get this game going. Welcome to the party, guys. The game has already started. Let them know.
Eagles have got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now, up 13-0, and that is a real boot. However, I think they're going to, wow, the official right there in front of the pylon looked like that one was good. It did curve out of bounds, but it got into the end zone beforehand. Outstanding kickoff there by the Eagles.
Outstanding kickoff means the starting position for Pioneers going to be at the 25?
Pioneer only 1 play on offense on that last drive before the miscommunication before the center and QB. So now they've got to get something going. And to be honest, I would be looking towards number 5, Eduardo Casares. He's their bell cow running back.
Yeah. But make sure the quarterback gets the snap this time so you can actually run the play, right? He's in shotgun this time now.
There's the handoff to Casares.
There he is.
Casares gets through, finds a little bit of an opening there before being brought down 29-yard line.
Yeah, head coach Steve Simpson definitely said that Casares is one of their main guys, and they're going to be leaning on him tonight, especially in that running game. So expect a heavy dose of Mr. Casares.
Casares picked up 8 on that one. Play action pass, man cutting into the middle, right in the middle of 2 players though. That's Elijah Marshall. Couldn't come away with that one.
Yeah, he threw that one in the double coverage right there, Nick. That's just not a good throw. He tried to force that one, and it was not there. If that's not there, pull it back down, try to go get a few extra yards and whatnot. He's lucky that wasn't another turnover.
Yeah, the way that one bounced off of his hands very well could have been picked up by Andre Neal. Surprised that he didn't have his hands ready there. Neal playing both sides of the ball right now, and 3rd and 2 effort coming up here for the Pioneers. Misdirection out in front, still hands it off to the left, but that that Skyline D-line, 4 dudes in on that immediately. 4th down upcoming here, and the Pioneers are going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, they got to punt this one away. Skyline was 100% ready for that play right there. Coming out of the shotgun, you do a lead draw on 3rd and 2. Skyline wasn't having that. Not a fan of that play call right there, Nick.
Yeah, that Eagles defensive line had no problem getting that push and getting into Caceres. 5:16 to go here in this first quarter. Clock winding down with this 4th and 5 opportunity. Pioneers punt that one away, but not before the Eagles had some players come in on that. Neal just leaves that one, but a lot of people in front of that one. There were a couple of Eagles a little too close there.
Yeah, I thought it deflected off of one of the Eagles, but no signal from the refs, so they dodged a bullet there. Let's check the replay here. I could have sworn that went off of one of the Skyline players, but oh no, he got it out of the way. He got out of the way at the last second. He was almost there though.
Well, and it almost looked like he took a swing at that though. That was shelved there. His arm was way too close to that.
Yeah.
When that ball was coming down and bouncing, he doesn't need to be going towards that anymore. He needs to be breaking off. He needs to run away like that thing's a grenade.
And the punt returner also has to let his teammates know, Oski, get out of the way.
Exactly.
Get out of the way or whatever when that ball is coming.
Exactly right.
Lack of communication there on that special teams play.
Scads into Mickey. Mickey gets around the outside. Woo! Thought he had an edge before he's brought down. Beautiful open field tackle coming in off that right side.
Yeah, that was a great tackle right there by the Pioneer defense. I believe it was 17. Isaiah Baldwin. Yeah, that's it. That's how you wrap up, Nick. That's how you wrap up. Wrap up and throw him down. Skyline still got a few yards out of it, though.
Yeah, still 4 yards for his effort. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, they'll take 4 yards in a cloud of dust all day long down here in the Eagles' nest.
Ooh.
Now they try to move it left, but those Pioneer defensive linemen working beautifully in tandem to close that gap and close in on the running back.
Yeah, Pioneer just getting through the line with the penetration and coming through and taking those 4 yards back that they gave away on that first down. So now we're back to 3rd and 10.
And that's
3rd and 11.
That's a really great play by 74 Samuel Frost. Frost got in there, got one arm around him and refused to let go, refused to let up, and that allowed a couple more players to come in and finish off the tackle. 3rd and long for Skyline. Scrimmaging from their 43-yard line. Skedson looking deep already.
Again?
And he's got Neal all by himself. Neal makes the catch, gets out of bounds. Unbelievable that Neal found himself so open, especially when Skedson was looking at him the whole way.
I mean, he is having a field day with these DBs right now. I mean, they're just getting all turned around. He's finding himself in open spaces every single time. And they're just playing pitch and catch right now. They are out there. Exactly. Good timeout here by the head coach. Get your boys settled down because you're giving up big play after big play after big play. That's Neal's 3rd big reception of this first quarter.
Yeah, Neal is definitely the one to watch, and you got to wonder what Coach Simpson is telling his guys down there. I mean, at this point, JB, if you are spreading the word through Facebook or any socials, what are you hashtagging to those defensive backs right now?
Number 12 is a problem. Hashtag 12 is a problem. Put a man on him. Like, what do you got to spy him? Whatever it is, double team him, do whatever it is. He's killing you guys right here in the first quarter. Can only imagine what his numbers are looking like. He's already got 2 touchdowns and 3 big catches. 12 is a problem. Guard him.
And there he is down there in that huddle. And all smiles down in the Eagle huddle as of right now out of that timeout. So I'm sure Skyline appreciates a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a break, and they're going to come out of this one, and we'll see if they hand the ball off or if they're just going to keep pushing this momentum, throwing the ball down to Neal or somebody else.
Let's see how Pioneer responds out of the timeout.
Scads with his man to his right. There's Mickey. Mickey makes a couple of men miss, shakes one tackle, and gets back at least to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the initial tackle was missed, and that's why he was able to bump ahead for a good 2 yards. He should have been tackled in the backfield. Right here. Watch this, Nick. Boom. Come on, 17. You're not wrapping up. You're not wrapping up. And because of that, you just gave up 3 yards.
Yeah, Baldwin had some hands on him, but just couldn't get low enough. 2:57 to go here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 now upcoming for the Eagles. Scadsam empty backfield, 5 wide. He's looking left the whole way, and he better keep looking, but now he's brought down in the backfield. Big sack by the Pioneers. They gotta love the feeling of that one.
That's a huge, huge play for them right there, and maybe it'll give them a little bit of momentum, and you know what? That's why that timeout was definitely needed. You needed to settle your boys down after giving up another big play to Neal. Now you have back-to-back negative plays. You push them back and put them in a position for a 3rd and very long.
3rd and 20. What do you think the Eagles dialing up here? Who they going to, JB?
Hashtag 12 is a problem. Double that man. Find him on the field right now and put another man on him because he's killing you guys this first quarter.
Yeah, he's in the middle of trips right of Scadsam. Scadsam a couple of steps back. He's got some happy feet. He slings that one into coverage, and that one's picked off by the Pioneers. Craig Newman
with the nice pick right there. And see what happens when you don't go to 12, where you put another man on him or whatever and make the quarterback go to another receiver. Come up with the turnover right there. And that right there is something head coach Broderick Smith is not going to like. He talked about it in the beginning, the turnovers. Now we're all even, both teams with a turnover apiece.
Well, and that was really a really interesting arm angle from Scadsam. He took a couple of steps back. His feet were set, but he threw that submariner style out into the coverage.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it seemed like he was looking at it, but that was still definitely under duress, and Newman was ready for it.
All right, Pioneer with a chance to respond here. Take this momentum.
Handoff to the right.
There he is.
Caceres there gets outside, and he gets a big gain before being eventually pushed out by Andre Neal. Caceres, that is what he brings to the table.
Pioneer needed that right there. That long run gets them into Skyline territory as they try to get themselves off the schneid when it comes to the scoreboard. Beautiful blocking, beautiful hole, beautiful space, and Caceres takes beautiful advantage.
Yeah, Caceres wasn't entirely sure if he was out of bounds initially, so he spun back around and found a little more chippiness after that one was done. 1:44 to go. Big first down for the Pioneers. Both Hayes and Caceres looking over the sideline to see what comes next. Caceres moves over to Hayes' right. He's got trips right as well. There's that handoff. Caceres, massive hole out to the left side, decides to cut back right into the middle, though. Great look, and
still going.
Bumbling forward.
Yeah.
Picks up the first down.
Offensive line is fired up.
Move the chains for Pie High.
I love the energy I'm seeing from Elijah Riedberger, man. Let's not forget about the big uglies up front, man. They have to be the ones to set the tone. The games are always won in the trenches, and just look at the energy that Riedberger came out with after that run. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going. Oh, RPO.
Designed run here by Hayes. He tries to get out to the outside. Skyline Eagles ready for it, though.
Yeah, that was an RPO, and I feel like he should have handed that off to Caceres, but he decided to keep it. It's what he read, but he read it wrong. Yep, look at the Skyline defense all over that. Caceres would have easily gotten you a good 4 or 5 yard chunk.
Yeah, Hayes made that first player miss, and I think he thought that things were going to be going well, but he ran into those outside linemen and the linebackers there. Man in motion to Hayes' left now. There's a hand up off the gut. That's number 6 now to switch it up a little bit for the Pioneers, and that will be a touchdown. I believe that's Blake Edison with the touchdown and a chance. Oh, sorry, that is
Caceres.
Caceres.
That's Caceres. Yeah,
Caceres got in. I mean, he's been the workhorse this entire drive. It's only fitting he finds the end zone.
I mean, look at the blocking here once again. Beautiful blocking on this entire drive. Not just on that play, Nick, but this entire drive. Pioneer getting the turnover and turning it into points. Head coach Broderick Smith for the Eagles is not going to be happy about that because not only did they give up the turnover, but they gave up the points on top of it. Let's see if they can make it 7.
All right, and now it's a huge onus on the Pioneers and their special teams to get that extra point, and they'll happily trade touchdowns if they're the ones putting that point after it.
Yep. more points off of the turnovers for the Pioneer offense, as we have cut this one in half, and it is now a 13-7 game. Great action here in this first quarter.
Yeah, I love the back and forth. So far, we're seeing 2 stars with Caceres and Neal punch, counter punch for both these squads, and now we'll see what the Eagles can do facing their first adversity in this one. And now you got the Pie High faithful there. They might not be jamming per se, but they're a little more dialed in. They're a little happier.
Yeah, they're happy. They still got the 6-point lead right now, but you definitely don't want that last turnover to turn into even more momentum for Pioneer. So Skyline's definitely got to come and counter and answer, and Pioneer's got to continue to keep a man on 12 is a problem. Keep man on Neal, and maybe you'll get the same results you got on that last drive.
Well, you've got Neal and Schelt ready to return this one. The Pioneers, they did a little trickeration against the River Rats. There's a little bit of that trying to go high, and their man gets up there speedy all the way up. Isaac Henley seems like he got out there and got it. They've got a flag, though. I mean, that went 10 yards. Seemingly.
It did, absolutely. I have no idea what this flag is for.
Well, and especially being so close to where he made the catch.
That was way more than 10 yards, so I have no idea what the flag is for.
More than 10 yards, and the flag was not thrown where he would have been offsides. And the officials getting together.
Illegal touching.
Illegal touching on the kicking team.
I'm going to have to go find out what the deal is with that.
Illegal touching called against the Pioneers.
And that is on the Pioneers. So let's see if the officials can tell us exactly what's going on here.
Because I'll be honest with you, Nick, that ball went way more than 10 yards.
I thought we were gonna.
Hear
sometimes they're mic'd up and they're not usually
today.
quiet about telling us. Here's what's going on. That one's up nice and high.
I don't get it. Like, that's 25 yards.
And it seemed like the flags came in after he caught it, after he slid, after he went down. So just, I'm baffled. We never got any sort of an answer. Maybe we can get some sort of roving reporter down there. I know Mike Koski is, he's mobile out there. Yeah. So maybe he'll get to the bottom of it, or maybe he'll hear something. And he's really going to earn that CTN sports shirt. He's already earned it. Let's be honest. Get him that sports shirt. Get Mike Koski the sports shirt. I'm going to put that in my behind-the-scenes Instagram.
I got you.
All right, 1st and 10 now for Skansum. Skansum off to Mickey. Mickey makes the catch, and that's a big kid with not even a full head of steam. Real hard to bring down, and that's going to be 3 yards for Skyline.
A great little quick out to the receiver. Quick little wide receiver screen, but Pioneer avoided the blocks, and they were able to contain it and hold it to a 3-yard gain.
And the Eagles have got to be feeling pretty good. They've got to be breathing a sigh of relief after a really well-executed special teams play by Pioneer. They have nothing to show for it, and the Eagles have incredible field position with only 23 seconds to play here in the first quarter, but they're not about to take a knee here.
Oh.
Hard count, smart play there by Skyline, Skansum, and everybody on the Eagles offense.
Yeah, great call right there to kind of get them off sides, get themselves a free 5 yards. Now you're going to have a 2nd and 2.
Onside against the Pioneers.
Check out the hard count right here. Omaha! It worked.
Yeah, it wasn't those first couple, but that third one got everybody on that D-line for the Pioneers to jump.
Definitely got them going. Here we go, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Clock moving. Skansum gets it to Mickey. Mickey looking A-gap up the middle. I don't know. Maybe that little extra second effort by all those big hog mollies got in there to push him over the line.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it. See where the ref spots
it. Yeah, the official is already pointing him first down. And that will do it for first quarter action here on CTN Sports Game of the Week, as these teams confab a bit and switch up sides. Stick around, though. We're off and running, JB. We've seen a lot of offense here, and there's going to be more to come on CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Also Wilson Park is a 54-acre parcel that is jointly owned by the City of Ann Arbor and the Washtenaw County Water Resources Commissioner, located on the corner of Duveron Road and Pontiac Trail south of M14. The site's main feature is a pond that was constructed to manage stormwater for the northeast area. This park has preserved existing natural features, including the wetlands, woods, the creek and pond, while providing recreational facilities, fields, as well as a dog park. The athletic fields and a large shelter with electricity are available for use by permit. A basketball court, a rock climbing playground, and swings are also located in the park. The park also features single-track mountain bicycle trails suitable for beginner and intermediate level riding, with some higher intermediate areas. A trail map is provided at the marked trailhead, including instructions for direction of travel on the trails and general rules for all who use the trails. During extremely wet conditions or spring thaw, help prevent trail erosion by avoiding non-paved trails. All trails within the park are open to multi-use. There is also a paved pedestrian pathway that loops around the pond. For more information, visit a2gov.org/parks.
Are you looking to get the most out of your camera, cell phone, or some other cool toy? Are you looking to take your lens to the next level in terms of technical knowledge and framing? If this looks like something you'd be interested in, contact CTN.
And there we see as the sun slowly sets on a beautiful Washtenaw County Friday night. Another hot one, JB Ricks. It's been low to mid 80s all week long. Beautiful evenings, almost a full moon, and Skyline Eagles feeling real good about themselves. Skadsum now, there's that sidearm fling up to Neal. Neal, two-hand grab through the gap, makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Wow, Andre Neal putting on a clinic down there.
Hashtag 12 is a problem. Pioneer needs to double that man. I mean, you're just throwing the ball up right now. You're just throwing the ball up like he's Randy Moss or somebody right now, and he is coming down with it every time. Neal is off to a spectacular start in this game. He's already got 2 touchdowns, Nick. Let's see if he gets a third.
Another really unorthodox arm throw there from Isaac Skadsum, but nonetheless, he gets it exactly where he needed it. And it's not like just Neal's going up and grabbing these things. Skadsum's getting it to him. And there's Schelk now with a full head of steam coming around the outside jet sweep. Brought down about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, nice run here off the jet sweep. Get him inside the 10. I'm still bugging out off of the Neal catch, though, to get them in this position. I say just throw it up to him again. Let him get him his third of the first half.
Do you look into the corner, just go in the corner
give me
out?
a fade, because everything you're throwing up to him, he's catching. So why not? You know what I mean? Just throw a fade to him right now.
I foresee some ground and pound here for the Eagles. While I like Neal's feet, he's not the biggest kid around.
Neal is wide open. Okay, they want to run it, though.
There's off to the right again. Handful of jersey gets ripped down from behind. Pioneers ready for the run.
That's legal. That's a legal tackle. Now, if he had grabbed him by the top of his shoulder pads, that would be a horse collar. But nope, just grab his shirt and bring him on down. You got to do what you got to do. Third down now for the Eagles, looking to get back those 7 points that they gave up off the turnover.
3rd and 6 as we've got a nice little shoot looking through a few of the heads down there, a few of the Skyline Eagle faithful. 3rd and 6 upcoming now. Schelk in motion beside Skadsum, and he finds Schelk in motion. Schelk makes his first man miss, but 2 people bring down another solid tackling effort by the Pioneers. They're doing a great job of bringing down these players in the backfield.
Yeah, especially bend but don't break type of defense right now. You got to have that right now. We got an injured player on the field, an injured Pioneer.
And we've got a player down. He seems like he's holding his wrist. And that is not what you want to see coming out of a pile like that. You know, I just was mentioning the warmth and the overall heat. Let's see if we can see something on the replay here.
Yeah, that's Will Beaupre.
Yeah, Beaupre's made.
It looked like he may have twisted
Beaupre's one of
arm.
the Pioneers' better receivers, and he's still holding that wrist, right? Like, I mean, again, it's warm. We've seen our share of Charlie horses and muscle spasms because of this heat, and that did not appear to be what Beaupre was having the issue with right there.
No. It looks like it could be something that could be a little bit more serious. The way he's holding it right now, I would assume there's some sort of dislocation going on there.
Yeah, whatever it is, it ain't good holding his right wrist out that way and you know, using his left hand to hold it up. You know that's not a great feeling. Hopefully we see more of Will Beaupre, or we'll get some people down to find out how he's doing shortly.
Yeah, he's in pain.
Yeah, the trainers are doing a good job of holding him up. You want to keep that up so it's not just dangling, so it's not pulling any of those other tendons or ligaments down there. And again, hopefully Will's okay. In the meantime, we've got a 4th down coming up here for Skyline in the shadow of their end zone. Got Mickey to Skadsom's left.
Going for it on 4th down.
Skadson, a couple steps back, finds Schleck. Schleck
Nope.
does not come down with it, but that's in the backfield.
Fumble.
It sure seemed like he never got across the original line of scrimmage, which, like you said, that would have been a fumble.
Yeah, let's pull up that replay. I thought that was a fumble, and Pioneer was going to be going the other way. Man, that looks like a backwards pass. That looks like a backwards pass to me, ladies and gentlemen.
I tend to agree with you. You see where they originally scrimmaged from.
Yeah.
And he's it's a forward pass, but he is well behind where that
Man, Pioneer thought they had a gift. You see that? They thought they were going the other way, and that would have been Skyline's second turnover, leading to more points. Another bullet that they have dodged.
Well, turnover on downs either way, and the Pioneers have got a lot of field in front of them, but some momentum their way as well.
Yeah, think about the bullet they dodged with the onside kick that the refs took away from them. Another turnover that should have went their way. Pioneer may have gotten off to a 13-0 deficit, but they have proven that they are going to be here to play all night long.
Yeah, in the face of adversity, the Pioneers are moving forward, right? They're not hanging their heads. They're not getting down on themselves. They made a nice stop there, and they feel like they're in this game. They've just got a long way to go here. 2nd and 8 upcoming for Pie High.
Skyline defense needs to step up and make a play here, man. Take advantage of the bad field position for them.
Hayes under center since they're so close to their old goal line. Hands off, I believe, probably Caceres, but still nowhere to go.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to let them get a first down here. You want to try to force them into a punt so you can still win the field possession game. So we got a 3rd.
Yeah, field position is going to be a huge factor here, especially where the Pioneers are at right now. Only 5 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Third down.
Hayes one more time under center.
Ooh, nice
play action. He's looking deep. Scooches away from initial contact. Tries to find his man up at the top. Just sailed him a little low there, though. I believe that was Carradine, the tight end.
Yeah, nice play action here. Very impressive for him to move the feet, move around in the pocket. You had a man open. They just couldn't connect.
Yeah, you said really impressive for Hayes to get away from that initial pressure, but there was just too many Eagles in that backfield zoning in on Hayes. 4th down now. They'll be punting from their 8-yard line. Not ideal in the least. And is that Cole Hayes back there that's going to kick? That's always an interesting choice. Got a great foot on Hayes as well.
Beautiful.
And that takes the proverbial Pioneer bounce.
Yeah.
Ends up hitting a knee of that Pioneer player. And that should have been downed at the 36-yard line where it hit that Pioneer. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, he's pointed out.
Yeah, they got that figured out. Initially, though, he had his hands down to 30.
Yep. All right, great answer by the Skyline defense after not being able to convert the 4th and goal. Holding Pioneer to a 3-and-out and getting the ball right back, and you still win the battle of the field possession on that.
Well, and you wonder, JB, if the Pioneers didn't have their entire offensive catalog in front of them because they were so backed up. You think they were just about trying to find a little bit more space and they couldn't get those plays to get there?
Yeah, that definitely would have been ideal. You definitely want to protect the ball and don't put yourselves in a position to give up an easy touchdown. So they probably were being conservative on that drive.
Mickey gets that one down another 2-3 yards.
Skyline going up the middle with a nice little run up the gut.
Yeah, we haven't seen Mickey break a big one yet, but we know he's definitely capable of it.
Oh, yeah, it'll come from Mickey at some point. It's a big body he's got rolling through there, toting that pill.
2nd and 5, there's Mickey again. Gets the ball right in his breadbasket, and while no major breaks, another 5-yard gain, doing everything that's possibly asked of it.
Yeah, 2 runs, first down. I mean, just like 3 yards in a cloud of dust, right? If they can keep that up all the way for the next 50 yards, they'll be where they need to be, inside the zone.
Mickey's a strong kid. No reason why they can't keep going to him, but now that the Pioneers are going to be dialed into Mickey, look for a little play action or maybe some misdirection where they try to get the ball out to Neal, or maybe even a different wideout who might just be sneaking behind this Pioneer defense.
I would love a play action deep ball to Neal right now, but nope, they're gonna pound it.
I mean, you've got the 6-point lead right now. You're at the 50-yard line, and your run game is working well. Your offensive line is making things happen, opening up holes for these kids. So why really do anything different?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you stick with whatever your game plan may be. You know, don't listen to me because I don't know.
No, what do we know up here? I mean, it's
Exactly.
great to chit chat and hypothesize, but we're up here for a reason, right?
Exactly. All right, no gain on that last play, so 2nd and 10. Can't get over how beautiful it is out here tonight, Nick.
It's amazing. It is a perfect night to watch football and play football. Exactly right. Yeah, I'm sure that some of those kids down there would like it maybe a little cooler. And there's Gadsden sailing his man. He was looking for Schelt. I wonder, there was definitely a little miscommunication there. I don't know if he didn't get his guy moving.
I think that was more of a bad throw. I don't know if it was a miscommunication. I feel like the receiver was where he was supposed to be. But that ball was severely overthrown.
Yeah. Gadsden may have thought he was leading Schelt, but yeah, Schelt was not on his horse to go after that. He wanted it directly at his chest. And now a 3rd and long coming up for the Eagles. 2-down territory, though, most likely, right? Or 4-down territory, excuse me.
Yeah, 4-down territory, but I don't know, man. I'm more on the conservative side. I like winning the field position game. I really do. I think that's really
Gadsden
big
gets that, and there's that underhand toss to Neal. He's got him then beat, and he appears to have that one caught. What the official will tell us, they say catch, and now we got a flag on the field coming in last second.
Uh-oh, was it taunting?
Flag and a chat. Here comes.
Hashtag 12 is a problem. Yeah, it looks like he might have done some taunting, and he got dinged for it. Let's see. Or it was illegal touching. I don't know. Let's see what they're down there discussing it right now.
Yeah, they're going to call it sportsmanlike on Neal. You're right. He made that catch, an incredible catch, got up and spun the ball. Just can't do that.
Yeah, not on the high school level, man. You're not going to get away with that right there. They're definitely going to throw a flag. They want to keep the game clean. But again, a spectacular catch. Oh, and he knew it right away, too. You see that?
I love the way he did it.
He knew
it. He threw it down without thinking. He was hyped, obviously. But I like the way he wanted to scoop it up, and then the flag come in, and he knew it.
Maybe if he had just let it go, the flag wouldn't have come, right? But
yeah.
The fact that he reacted to himself,
yeah.
The ref had to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. That's wrong.
I do like that, right?
Yeah.
He knew it right away. He knew he was going to get the penalty for it. Doesn't mean Coach Smith isn't going to go and have a few words for him, but still.
Neal is putting up one heck of a highlight reel here in this first half, Nick.
I mean, that catch,
the catches he has made this first half have been spectacular.
Yeah, that catch was amazing. Skatsom's going to obviously keep going back to him, but not before Mickey does the dirty work to open up some of these passes for him.
Ooh, I didn't like the way he came down on his leg there, but I'm glad he's okay. Got right back up. We're good. Yeah, just let's check out this draw, this lead draw, right up the gut. Ugh, yeah, man, that looked like it hurt, but he's fine. He's fine.
I mean, Mickey's taken his share of punishment here in this first half. This first half has still got a ways to go, still 5:10 to go here in this first half. I mean, he's been tackled often, tackled hard. There's the side armor out to Neal. Neal seemingly made the catch and then went down. They're going to say no catch.
He dropped it.
I feel like he caught that.
Nah,
I feel like he caught that in turn.
Nah, he dropped it. He didn't have possession. Check out the replay here. That's a drop. Yep, hit the ground.
He didn't make that turn, but he was definitely bracing for either impact or I've got to make a move because I've got two dudes out in front of me. Rare miscue by Andre Neal.
3rd and 6.
Third down, Eagles.
Skatsom with Mickey to his immediate left, Neal to his right. Another nice job with the hard count. The Eagles seem to have the Pioneers' number out there on these long, hard counts. Just a little too anxious for the Pioneers.
Yeah, that's going to back them up and make it a 3rd and long situation right now. Skyline, man, kind of shooting themselves in the foot on this drive. You know, they had the big catch to Neal down here, but he got the unsportsmanlike penalty, and, you know, now you got another penalty on top of that to back you up even more, losing the momentum that you had going into this drive.
Yeah, that's my mistake. I thought the Pioneers were offsides, but they called false start there. I didn't see.
He jumped. He
77.
It was a little fidget. 77. He fidged a little bit, and they decided to call it. That could have been called encroachment, though. That could have went both ways.
That's Mason Stagner on the far right.
Yep.
He's done a great job of protecting on that right side, though, Stagner has.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he certainly is.
3rd and long. You know where they're going.
Skatsom looking. Scrambles away to the 40, 35. He's got some big dudes in front of him, and he's wisely jukes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a loss of 2, though.
4th down, Eagles.
Now, this is definitely where, you know, it's 4-down territory. Unless you got a kicker who has a leg that can make it from about 45, 50 yards, you're just throwing it up right now. Either trying to get the first down or you're taking a shot at the end zone. If I'm taking a shot at the end zone, you know where I'm going. 12, hashtag 12 is a problem.
Yeah, you're rarely going to see any sort of kicker that's got this sort of leg in high school football. So you can see Coach Smith in the middle of his huddle down there, talking his guys up, making sure everybody's going to be in the exact right position. You know, I mean, do you really think they're going for the end zone on this, or is it more of a let's pick up the first?
You have 2 choices here. I mean, it's 4th and 12, so it's not like it's you know, something you can't manage, you know, to get a first down. But if you want, you're in that area where you can just throw up a deep ball to 12. You can throw up a deep ball to Neal if you want to. You can either way, whatever you want. If you want the first down, go get the first down. If you want to just go ahead and take a shot at the end zone, I'd go to Neal right now. Right before, we got four minutes and some change left here in the half.
And
that'd be a nice little gut punch, too.
Great on the field, but you've got way more than 2 choices if you're watching CTN Sports fall coverage. While we're here at Skyline right now, you got 2 more in front of you. We got some soccer and some football to round out the season. And feel free to go on to YouTube and check out some of those other games. We've seen some bangers so far in this fall season, JB.
Yeah, man, and I can't wait for basketball season either, man. You know, basketball is always fun in the state of Michigan, just like football or whatever, man. But, you know, it's just a different vibe on that basketball court 2-3 nights a week.
Skatsom back. He's looking left immediately,
contain.
But the Pioneers,
man,
Skatsom wisely just gets that one away once he was out of the pocket. Chucks that one out of bounds because he was surrounded by the Pioneers.
I was just sitting here thinking to myself, that was intentional grounding. The ball didn't even get to the line of scrimmage, and he just threw it out of nowhere or whatever. So Pioneers going to have some great field position here for the final 4+ minutes here in the first half. They're going to have a golden opportunity here to take a lead. Yeah, look at him. Great containment by the Pioneer defensive lineman, and he didn't even get into the line of scrimmage. So that was an easy intentional grounding call.
Yeah, that offensive line had some issues with those Pioneers coming in on that 4th down, and you're right, the Pioneers are going to love their field position after that penalty.
Intentional grounding called against the Eagles.
So the intentional grounding is going to give the Pioneers the ball on their 50, on the other side of their 50. Looking good with 4:10 to go here in this first half. Hayes now with Caceres to his right. Everybody on the Pioneers looking into that sideline.
This is a golden opportunity for Pioneer. They need to take advantage.
Hayes hands that one off left. Huge hole. Picks up about 8.
I love the blocking I'm seeing from the Pioneer offensive lineman in this first half. Caceres has had massive holes to go through all night long. And look, there's another one right there. Every time, it's parting like the Red Sea, man. He's just got a wide open hole to go through, plenty of space.
Yeah,
wearing that Skyline defense down.
Right, we've talked Caceres up, and he's had a great game. But you're right, it's definitely worth mentioning some of those offensive linemen, Beller's up there, Frost up there, and they're making these holes for him and enabling him to not just get 2 or 3 yards, but 5, 6, 7 yards. There's a play action pass, caught in the flat, dragged down right about the line of scrimmage. Toby Colias for the Pioneers.
Just a little short. Let's see, they might measure this one.
This one will all come down to the spot to see where they're at on 3rd down, but it's going to be 3rd and very close.
Brought down by a convocation.
Chain gang, no motion. So 3rd and a small 1-yard line. Pioneer quick to hike that one, and they get Caceres up the gut. Not only does he get that yard, but
still
he's
pounding.
Still moving forward.
Still pounding.
Number 5, Eduardo Caceres.
Caceres got gobbled up, but still was dragging those Eagle players along with him.
Simpson pounding that rock exactly how he said he wanted to do in my pregame discussion with him. And they are getting a heavy dose of Caceres. And you know what? With that, the way that offensive line is blocking right now, I say finish off this drive with them. Go with the power that your offensive line is showing. And Caceres, he's finding those holes to run through. So Pioneer has a golden opportunity here to take the lead going into half. Oh, pass.
Snapped in, throws it a little too low. Garrett Kowalk, low ball to Kowalk. He had his hands on it, but might have wanted to go down to one knee to try to grab that one.
Yeah, Garrett Kowalk, man, come on, man. That's right in the hands, brother. If it's in your hands, you got to catch that. And that was just a nice little loft throw to him, too. That's a bad drop.
Noah Shearer there was right next to him, and I wonder if he just heard the footsteps coming in. Because he was down to one knee. He was basically saying, I just need to catch this. It wasn't about making a move. Second and 10 after that drop pass. Going back to Caceres, obviously. Caceres picks up about 4 before he's mashed back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't really like that pass call, because, you know, you can keep on running the ball and run this clock out so you don't even give Skyline the ball back before the half. That pass, that incompletion, stop the clock. You run the ball and you get, you know, some more good yards and whatnot, but could have been more had that not allowed the clock to stop. So,
well,
see how this
Pioneers,
plays out.
regardless, scrimmaging from the 25-yard line, they're in
again,
the shadow of
going
their end zone. There's a high up to Kowalk. Kowalk out of bounds, got hands on it, couldn't bring it down, but that pass was too far out of bounds nonetheless.
Yeah, Coach Simpson forces some passing here when he really doesn't need to. You know, the way the offensive line has been blocking on the run game and whatnot. Now you throw two pass plays, and neither one of them convert. So the run game is working right now.
2 plays in a row, 4th and 7 now, with the clock stopped, as you rightly mentioned. See if they go to the air one more time, or if this is just going to be a hard count.
It's 4th down. They got to.
Hayes gets it back. He's looking for the man out of the flat. Nice
Take
catch.
Advantage. There you go.
Good move. Makes the first man miss. And nobody on the left-hand side. And scampering in is Aiden Cerniglia.
Nick, I want you to watch the block by Garrett Kowalk here to give Cerniglia a wide open lane to the end zone. Great pass play here with the out. He gets rid of one defender, but the block right there, that sprung him, and that allowed him to get into the end zone. And now Pioneer has a chance to take the lead with 1:40 to go, and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, you said it. That was a great job of Cerniglia to juke out that initial player, but it was the downfield block by Kowal that really sprung him and enabled him to get in the end zone. You love that from a wideout, especially a wideout who hasn't come down with a couple of passes. He says, all right, I didn't do it on that last one, but let me do it with my hands in a different way.
Solid point right there, Nick, as far as impacting the game in other ways. It doesn't just have to be done with your pass catching ability, especially when you had a massive drop. Go ahead and go downfield and show what you can do for your teammates and give a huge block that's going to spring them for a touchdown. Great teamwork right there. Great blocking downfield. Great touchdown. Pioneer on top 14-13 now.
And now the Pi High faithful are rocking up there. They just don't want to celebrate until they get a lead. They like to be ahead to get them jumping up and down. And they're moving now, but Eagles do have 1:40 on the clock. And
plenty of time.
Excuse me, one timeout.
Plenty of time.
So they've got some time.
Plenty of time, especially when you have a weapon like Mr. Neal.
Pioneers ready to kick this one away. Nylander, we've seen his foot, but we've also seen some shenanigans from the Pioneers. No shenanigans on that one, and maybe they wish they would have done some shenanigans. The way that one was low and off to the right, that seemed like that was dead on arrival. That was doomed from the start.
That's a horrible kick. Let's just call it what it is. That's a horrible kick because now you're going to give Skyline great field position. With 1:40 to go on the clock. You don't take any time off the clock. You kick it out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty. And now Skyline's going to have great field position.
Yeah,
not understanding that kick right there.
If you're the Pioneers, you really want to just kick that one away. Nylander's got a foot. But you mentioned it, JB. Eagles start from their 35. And I'm curious if they're going to try to soften up that D-line with a couple of Mickey runs here. Again, they do have one timeout in their back pocket. Scatson back, side armor to Shelk. Shelk's got a couple of blockers, but they were shed, and the Pioneers gang tackle at the 35-yard line.
Come on, hurry it up, hurry it up. What are they doing right now, man? You want to try to get some points going into the locker room. Why are we playing conservative right now? Not understanding this.
Yeah, I don't think Skyline's in any hurry to put anything together here. They're just going to take it nice and slow, nice and easy.
I don't like that, Nick.
They do get the ball at half.
I don't like that, Nick. You got your opponent who scored 2 straight touchdowns, 14 unanswered points and whatnot. You got a chance to go down the field. You got the best receiver on the field on your side. Take some shots here, man. Go and try to at least get yourself in a position to try a field goal.
Not much urgency from the
Go.
Eagles.
Take
there's a shot downfield to Neal, but he is double covered, tight double covered. There is nowhere to go for Andre Neal on that one.
Hey, what did we say? You know what I mean? Hashtag 12 is a problem. So Pioneers obviously listening, put in double coverage on him. They're not going to let him get off that easy here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, not only are the Pioneers going to be double covering, but they'll be in the most preventiest to prevent defense to allow anything long going down.
Yeah, third and 10 here, so.
Skedzim has a solid arm. Unconventional tosses, but a solid arm down there.
Yes, very solid. And I've been noticing the sidearm tactics of his.
48 seconds on the clock now.
48. See what they do here.
Play action,
That's
then
fine.
Tossed out to Shelk. Shelk staying in bounds before he's ripped down by the Pioneers.
Now,
the Pioneers pull him out of bounds, which will stop the clock.
Now, if I'm Pioneer here, let's see where the refs place it. Okay, 4th down and a couple. I don't know what Skyline's going to do here. I would punt. I don't want to take the chance of giving Pioneer that short of a field with 40 seconds to go after they already have shown they can get the momentum the way they have it right now.
Yeah, we've talked about playing the possession game, playing the position game, and it seems like Coach Smith is on board with that. Only makes sense. You can't risk a mistake. You can't risk a fumble. You can't risk any little things going wrong.
No.
Just give max protect on this punt it away, and live to see another day.
Now, I would say Pioneer should try and block it, but because it's 4th and 2, they could easily get a fake, so that wouldn't have been the move.
Yeah, no
he
point
shanked
in
it.
risking anything. That one bounces into the Pioneer gunman's hands there.
I think that was like maybe only a 20-yard punt, if that.
Yeah, it's about right, 20, 25 yards.
Yeah, not much. 32 seconds here. Should Pioneer concede, or should they try to take a shot?
32 seconds, 2 timeouts for the Pioneers. They're not super anxious to throw deep. We know that about them, but I'm curious if we see maybe some sort of misdirection, maybe some sort of little bit of trickeration. Watch the players on any sort of jet sweep, or they'll just hand it off to Caceres up the gut and call it a half. Everybody goes, cools down, gets some water, gets some orange slices, maybe a little Kona ice.
That all sounds good because I'm hungry right now.
Delicious.
I think that's the best move. Yeah.
That's a timeout by the Pioneers. So I wonder if Coach Simpson looked in there and said he didn't have the personnel he wanted, or maybe the lineup that he had wasn't exactly up to snuff.
Maybe just going over exactly what they want to do, make sure everybody's on the same page. The final 30 seconds here. Hey, this is what we're going to do, guys. Let's make sure we're all on the same page. Let's get out of here. We got 14 unanswered. We got the lead going into the half. Coach Simpson has plenty to be proud of, especially considering the start they got off to.
Right, like you said, they're up by a point, but they've scored 2 straight touchdowns. They've got back into it. And there's no reason to leave anybody hanging here.
They're in the shotgun, though. Let's see. Maybe Coach Simpson wants to take a shot.
The only time we've seen Hayes not in the gun, there's a handoff.
Yeah, that's going to come
I
back.
think that is Zacchaeus there.
Oh, great tackle.
And he's ripped down from behind. Excuse me, that's Elijah Marshall.
That's going to come back for a legal procedure.
And for his efforts, Marshall's a little slow to get up.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, Marshall got ripped down, and he went down helmet first. Might be just a little woozy.
Yeah. Caceres got off to an early start on that play, and that's why they called the illegal procedure. I don't know what's going on with Elijah. Let's just hope that's not a, concussion protocol type of situation, because he is a little wobbly right now.
Yeah, he's a little wobbly. He's a little woozy. He's looking to that sideline. I've got to think the coaches are telling him, kid, you gotta come off here. I don't know if he doesn't want to or if he's not quite hearing his coaches. Everybody's looking into the sideline, though.
Yeah, I'm really confused. Yeah, he's staying on there, though.
Marshall's staying right, 26 seconds to go. And now we got the officials coming together for a little confab. Discussions continue. Maybe they're talking about what they're gonna eat and or drink at halftime. Maybe
That's gotta be it, because I don't know
pizza,
what
hot dog.
to
What
discuss.
goes best with your Kona ice? What flavor do you like with your Kona ice? I think was possibly the conversation.
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about but the halftime meal. Here we go. Let's go. Let's finish this out.
Arms wave, clock starts going again. Pioneers
Yeah,
hand
run
it
it
off up the gut. Yeah, that's definitely a concession run. If something awesome happens, cool. Otherwise, let's just take this into half and be happy with a 1-point lead. Pioneers still standing
like that's
around.
gonna be the
They're not conceding anything. They're not conceding the field. The Eagles, though, they'll jump off. And the Skyline Eagles find themselves down by 1 point at halftime. Anything goes, though, with the Skyline offense, and the Pioneers fighting back up by a point here at halftime. Stick around, second half coming up after this on CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Are you looking to take your videos from boring to extraordinary? Well, with a little help from editing, you can get there. We'll teach you how to edit footage from our CTN laptops with professional programs like Final Cut Pro. Or we could give you some pointers on basic cell phone editing. If this looks like something you'd be interested in, contact CTN.
Congratulations to CTN on its 50th year anniversary. I'm Brigitte Maassen, host of Senior Moments. Senior Moments has provided Ann Arbor seniors valuable information of health, wealth, finance, and entertainment. The show has been running for 22 years. In other words, it has been covering almost half of CTN's entire history. For these 2 decades, a number of wonderful guests have been introduced to our brilliant hosts with fun and excitement. CTN will surely continue its service for the next decade and more. As long as CTN continues, Senior Moments also will continue to serve seniors with pride and joy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's give a Skyline pop-up team a round of applause for an outstanding customer performance. 1830 song inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame twice, most associated with singer Ray Charles. This is Georgia on My Mind. Introduction is a song by American rock band Leonard Skinner, reaching number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This is Sweet Home Alabama. Put your hands together for your Skyline Marching Band.
Good evening once again, and welcome to all members of the Ann Arbor community here tonight. Now we are excited to welcome back all Skyline alumni from the classes of 2012 through 2025. Welcome home. This year marks the 18th anniversary of Skyline High School, and we're thrilled to celebrate with all of you. We'd especially like to welcome back Matthew Christensen from the class of 2025. Matthew served as the senior class representative for homecoming court last year and was also crowned on prom court this past spring for his class of 2025. Matthew is currently a freshman at the University of Michigan, majoring in nursing with a possible minor in global health. Matthew volunteers with Motley Crew, an organization that supports children with disabilities, and is also a member of University of Michigan's water polo team. During the summer, you can still find Matthew lifeguarding in the Ann Arbor Parks system. Thank you for returning to Skyline, Matthew Christensen. We're proud to welcome you back. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Skyline student body has cast their votes to decide who will represent their grade levels on the 2025 homecoming court. Over the past few weeks, students participated in 2 rounds of voting, and the results are in. We are proud to present to you Skyline's homecoming court for fall 2025. First, the homecoming court representatives for Skyline's freshman class, Olivia Papasic and Anton Kreiser. Joining Olivia this evening are her mom, Jessie Newman, and her dad, Dan Papasic. Olivia is currently a member of Skyline's swim and dive team. Joining Anton this evening are his mom, Zana Kreiser, and his dad, Kyle Kreiser. Anton is a member of Skyline's cross-country team and also actively involved in DECA, a national business organization for emerging leaders and entrepreneurs. Next, the sophomore class. Shekinah Chikosi and Lucas Phillips. Joining Shekinah this evening are her parents, Rebecca Chikosi and Dave Chikosi. Shekinah is actively involved in the Skyline Blues vocal group as well as the Skyline Theater program. She is a proud member of the pom-pom team, DECA, and the B-Lit Magnet program, business, management, and information technology. Joining Lucas this evening are his parents, Michelle Phillips and Christopher Phillips. Lucas is a dedicated member of Skyline's fishing club and also competes on the Skyline ball team. In addition, he is part of the B-Lit Magnet program. Next, our junior class, Stella Gustitis and Tyrone Harris. Joining Stella this evening are her parents, Megan Gustitis and Darren Gustitis. Stella is a dedicated member of the Skyline crew team, where she proudly serves as team captain. With Tyrone this evening are his mother, Tamira Anderson, and his grandmother, Glennis Anderson. Tyrone is a committed athlete on Skyline's track and field team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please as we introduce the senior royal court for the Skyline High School class of 2026. First, Ashley Hahn and June Carlson. Joining Ashley this evening is her mother, Lee Yen. Ashley is co-editor-in-chief of the Skyline Post and co-president of the Asian American Youth Club. She also participates in DECA. Joining June this evening are his parents, Francis Carlson and John Carlson. Two captains both the Skyline lacrosse and soccer teams, plays here on the Eagles football team, is also a member of DECA, the Skyline Association for Mental Health Awareness, and is in the B-Lit Magnet program. Next, we introduce C.C. Miller and Keith Forrest. Joining C.C. this evening are her parents, Kate Sharkey and Jake Miller. C.C. is an active member of Skyline's varsity soccer team. She is also involved in DECA, Lake Crew, Mock Trial, and the Jewish Student Alliance. Joining Keith this evening are his parents, Lakeisha Jackson and Keith Forrest. Keith is the head council member of the Black Student Union. He is involved in Model UN, DECA, and Faith Club. He is also part of Skyline's B-Lit Magnet program. Next, we welcome Sammy Munoz Soto and Jesse Nacho. Joining Sammy this evening are her mother, Yesenia Soto Ramirez, and her father, Victor Solano. Sammy is an active member of the Skyline Orchestra, Latin Student Union, ELL Club, Mariachi Club, DECA, Sky Squad, and Lake Crew. She also works as a theater tech and is part of the B-Lit Magnet program. Wesley wishes to recognize tonight his mother, Rosette Edwards. Wesley is a council member of the Black Student Union. He is involved in the Positivity Club, Skyline Theater, Sky Squad, and also serves as a tutor in the Learning Center. He is a proud member of the CNPP Magnet program, Communication, Media, and Public Policy. Next, we honor Annalena Nardoni and Eugene Mickey. Joining Annalena this evening are her mother, Leslie Nardoni, and her father, Dominic Nardoni. Annalena is a proud member of the Skyline pom-pom team, the softball team, DECA, and the Black Student Union. Joining Eugene this evening are his parents, Yuko Mickey and Jeffrey Mickey. Eugene competes on Skyline's varsity football team and wrestling team and is an active member of DECA. Lastly, we introduce Zoe Sansley and Will Powers. Joining Zoe this evening are her mom, J.T. Sansley, and her dad, Kevin Sansley. Zoe is a member of Skyline Blues, the Skyline Book Club, and is also actively involved in the theater program. Joining Will this evening are his mother, Carla Miller, and his father, Phil Powers. Will is involved in Skyline Theater, Skyline Choir, and is also a member of Skyline Blues. Please, everyone, put your hands together for Skyline's Homecoming Court 2025. And now to help Matthew crown our newest Senior Royal Court winners, we wish to recognize and thank our members of the administration with us here tonight. Head Principal Casey Arbor, SLC Principal Terry Patterson, SLC Principal Andre Criswell, School Dean Lamanza Williams, and Skyline's Athletic Director Delcy Sissoko. And now, Skyline community, the moment we have all been waiting for. The first Senior Royalty Court winner is Kwesi Kwache. And ladies and gentlemen, the second Senior Royalty Court winner is C.C. Miller. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate C.C. Miller and Kwesi Kwache. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention tonight. At this time, we'd like to sincerely thank the students who worked tirelessly all week to bring these events together and make them a great success. Many of our dedicated students from Student Action Senate contributed their time and energy to make homecoming a memorable week for all students, staff, and the entire Skyline family. We also extend our heartfelt thanks to the family and community members whose help, volunteering, and donations made the 2025 homecoming possible. Thank you to Underground Printing for providing all the shirts and
Check. Can you hear me now? Interested in having great audio for your projects? We have some great tools to help you get crystal clear audio. We have a variety of mics from Rode wireless kits to lavs, handheld mics for interviews, and if you need some extra help recording multiple inputs, here's a Zoom. If this sounds like something you could use, contact CTN.
And welcome back, everybody, to CTN Sports Game of the Week. I'm Nick Wisniewski next to JB Ricks. And JB, the intrepid reporter that you are, you got a couple of things to tell us about coming out of that first half, yeah?
Yeah, I definitely want to address the onside kick that we thought Skyline had recovered, but apparently you are not allowed to catch it right out of midair. The refs explained that to me at halftime. In high school, you are allowed to do that, but the ball has to hit the ground first or hit one of the opposing teammates, and then it'll come down. And another report I want to pass along, Will Beaupre, we saw him exit the game early in the second quarter. He is currently at the hospital right now. He has a situation going on with his hand. It did look like a dislocation.
Yeah, all of our thoughts are with Will right now. That's a frustrating thing to go through, and it's obviously painful. And hopefully Will's okay, and hopefully we'll be seeing him shortly. He'll have to take care of himself. I'm sure he's in great hands in any of the hospitals around here in A2.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, and he's a kid you like to say, like, he'll probably bounce back. He'll bounce back because they bounce back quickly. They heal quickly. That happens to you or me. We're out for like 6 to 8 months. I'll catch you on next year's fall sports. Is that problem?
All right,
There's
here we
Hayes.
go. Oh, there we go, Skyline.
Batted away. Nice job by a player out of the backfield coming in to fall on that to make sure that it's all good. But those Eagles coming in with a jailbreak rush.
Yeah, I mean, one of the key points that head coach Broderick Smith made to me before the game was that whoever wants it the most is going to win this game. These two teams are evenly matched, and we've seen that through the first half with this being a 14-13 score, both teams with 1 turnover each. Whoever wants it more, who's going to come out with the most energy here in the second half and try to steal some momentum in the third?
Well, and where that's really going to come in is in the trenches. Is this offensive line going to get that extra push come the fourth quarter, or are these D linemen going to get that extra push to get in the backfield and get a player like Caceres like they did right there? These Eagles D linemen appear to be juiced up after that halftime speech from Coach Smith.
Yeah, you got to be juiced up right here, man. This is a rivalry game. You got to bring your all right now. It's a 1-point game. This one's definitely going to go down to the final stretch. So you got to bring it on every play at this point. It's the second half. We're in the third quarter. You got to bring it because you don't want to have to deal with the repercussions of losing this game for 365 days.
3rd and 14 now for the Pioneers. We've seen Pie High in this position before, and they were pretty conservative out of the backfield. Tight formation for Pioneer. Hayes looking right the whole way. Whoa. Has a man, but just sends that wide to Garrett Kowalk.
Kowalk was wide open. I guess Cole just completely missed that one right there. Let's check the replay here. He's wide open. And it's a bad throw. Inaccurate throw. You got to connect on that, Nick. You know, when you get an opportunity, when you get a chance like that, especially on a third down, you got to convert that.
Yeah, that one went right along the sideline. Whether Kowalk didn't know if that's where it was headed, or like you mentioned, might have just been errant throw by Hayes. Punt away from the Pioneers on another big punt and Pioneer bounce. Man, can't ask for anything more for a high school kicker back there. Booming kick and flipping that field for the Eagles.
Skyline getting exactly what they needed off that first defensive possession with the 3 and out. Now I want to see what type of adjustments are going to be made, especially with Neal and Pioneer going more with double coverage. How are you going to counter Pioneer double covering your best player on the team? Can the other teammates of his step up in that position when they're going to try to, when Pioneer's going to try to take him out of the game here in the second half? I'm sure.
Well, Pioneers seem to have him somewhat under wraps those last couple of drives, but they were mostly in prevent defense. So you're right. We'll see how that looks. Just coming near side, Neal appears to have single coverage as of right now.
Ooh.
But you've got a couple of players, a couple of safeties
deep,
and they're inching closer to Neal, as you'll see at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, I'd be licking my chops.
Hand off Mickey. Open field, gets to about the 5-yard or the 35-yard line. Gains 5 yards.
I don't know if Skadsum has this authority or power, you know what I mean, to change plays, call audibles or whatnot. But if I'm seeing Neal down there with one-on-one coverage, I don't care what run play is called. I'm getting out of that. Go deep.
Yeah, Neal had
anytime
one
you see
him,
him
but
one-on-one.
you did have a safety scooching over there, keeping an eye, and I think you're going to continue to see that. I believe
they
tough
better
to see his number from here, but yeah, you see him leaning.
Encroachment.
And there's another great job by those Eagles offensive linemen. Here we'll see where the call is. Sure seemed like that was an offsides on the Pioneers.
Yeah, that should definitely be offsides.
Offsides against Pioneers.
5 yards, the easy way for the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles have pulled that one out of their hat a few times tonight. The Pioneers have just got to contain themselves. I know they're anxious to get back there, and I wonder if Skadsum sees that a bit, and he's giving those hard counts at the line. Mickey one more time. Looking outside, cuts left, back in, and just another handful of yards. Mickey so rarely brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Just a force.
Yeah, good blocking here to go ahead and get a good, nice little 3-4 yard gain on first down. Mickey, he's been running the ball tough all night.
Well, and something else that we just saw in that replay that I really like about Mickey, he protects the ball well. You see 2 hands around that thing like it's his infant.
Absolutely. And that we talked about that in the beginning of the game. Coach Smith definitely wants to protect the ball. They have one turnover tonight. I'm sure he wants to keep it that way for the remainder of this game.
Mickey looking left, tries to gain that edge, but it's one of those defensive linemen, number 21, I believe, stepping up. Cerniglia with the tackle.
Yes.
Yeah, there he is. Wiki coming around. Pioneer defense converging, protecting those boundaries, protecting the outside, making sure to keep him contained. Great defense there by the Pioneers, forcing Skyline into a 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, great
big play
job
right
by
here
the
for the
Pioneers to
Pioneers
get that
defense.
defensive back in to make that tackle.
Yep.
So the Pioneers appear to be hip to some of the Eagles' plays here. 3rd and 6 now. Curious to see if there's another hard count coming in. And there's play action with Sgadson rolling right in pursuit, a whole handful of Pioneers. Sgadson picks up a couple, but not going to be enough for the first down. So they'll have 4th and a bit, JB.
Runs out of bounds on the play. 4th down, Eagles.
I'm old school, Nick. I know you got your Dan Campbells out here who will go for it on 4th down, whatever time of the day it may be, but
So you're cool with them punting this
I'm
away
very
right
cool
here.
with them punting the ball here. I'm very cool with it. Another 10, 15 yards, and I say yes, go for it, but in your own territory, let's go. Go pin them back, you know?
Snap
Pin them back.
46.
Bad
That
bounce.
punt comes back, and
Yeah.
the Eagles will down it about the 30. So here's the thing with going for it or not for me, JB. They scrimmage that from the 46. It gets down other side of the field at about the 33. I mean, you're talking about a 22, 23-yard difference when you've got decent chance of going for it on 4th and short, right?
Well, that's because of a bad kick by the punter. You know what I mean? He's got to kick that thing deep into their territory or whatnot. And because it was a bad kick, yeah, you might as well just go for it if your kicker's going to kick it like that. You know, not much of a difference there. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Pioneers now tons of momentum coming out of halftime, but couldn't get anything going on that first drive.
Three and
See
out.
what adjustments they make, see what tweaks they make up front, and what the Eagles have in their tank defensively to keep harassing these Pioneer players. And that's a low ball. They say he caught it.
Yeah, he
got
caught
down
it,
and made it.
But I'm pretty sure that he was supposed to catch and run with that, but looks like he had to kind of fall down to make that grab. So that took away all the momentum there.
Yeah, Marshall had to come down more than knees. He was basically belly on the turf to scoop that one up. Got a couple yards though. That's a start. That's a start for
they'll
these
take it.
Pioneers. And main thing is nobody tackled in the backfield for the Pioneers, right? Their quarterback stayed clean on that one. So he lives to fight another day. There's Caceres up the middle. He's been not been staying clean all night because he's been a workhorse for Pie High.
Watch this blocking again here, Nick. Caceres has had these type of holes to run through all night long. Beautiful blocking. He runs through the hole. He knows where he wants to go. He knows where he has to go, and he gets the job done. Ground and pound. It's working, Coach Simpson. Keep it up.
7-13, tackle on the ground in the bounds of play. Clock continues to run down now. Fresh set of downs for Pioneer. Hayes from the gun, got a man to his left.
Oh, illegal. Oh.
There's Caceres with the handoff, makes a man miss at about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage and keeps rumbling forward for another first down.
Pioneer got away with an illegal procedure there. One of the up-backs started to lean forward before the ball was snapped, but the refs missed it. So Caceres coming through with another big game. 5-10 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what's working for Pioneer right now. Lean on your offensive line and their running game and their run blocking.
Caceres to the left. He'll be looking trapped right. Play action
Real
there.
fast.
Outside. Catch by Kowak. Kowak makes the first man miss. And he's got a head of speed. He's got seemingly green clean in front of him, but they're going to say his foot was out of bounds. And I know that our amazing camera ops are going to show us a closer look at this.
Yeah, great change of pace here with the quick out. And then he's going to go ahead and take that. He caught it, took care of it. He stepped out right there.
There it was, right there,
he stepped out,
there, about the
27
yard line.
Yeah, 27, 28-yard line. Yep, he did step out. Good catch by the ref there. Got to give the refs props too. All right,
Cole finally coming down with one, turns it up. Another first down for Pioneer, and Caceres
once again.
Another big chunk of yards right up the middle.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but he's a strong runner with a good first step. He's, like you said, they're opening some holes for him.
Yeah, strong runner with the first step, but when you have holes like this to run through, man, you can have a 4th, 5th, 6th, and seventh step.
Yeah,
you know, the offense, the big uglies are really making it easy for Caceres right now, and I know he's going to have to buy them lunch at the cafeteria next Monday. I can tell you that right now.
Lots of men in motion for the Pioneers. Everybody to the right. Interested to see if they go left maybe. Nope, Caceres to the right, following all those blockers. Cuts it up the middle, shakes some guys, and gets into the end zone. Caceres, his second touchdown of the night.
What if they do that entire drive, Nick, outside of that one pass that got down to the side, that they got down on the sideline? Ground and pound to Caceres all day, every day on that drive. They gave a heavy dose and fed the big fella. He took advantage of all of the blocking and waltzes in for another touchdown as they go ahead and are about to take an 8-point lead.
Extra point is good. We've got a little laundry on the field, though. Pioneer faithful also wondering what the yellow flag is all about. They're discussing it. Officials are discussing it. The officials waving it off, so no flag. And you correctly pointed out another converted point after for Pioneer. Nice halfback toss.
Yeah, once again, man, he got touched one time on that play, Nick. That's a testament to the offensive line in front of him, giving him the space, giving him the lanes, and Caceres knowing what to do with it every time he gets that pill.
Well, Caceres is the type of runner, too. Even if one dude gets at him, you need to gang tackle him, right? Because he's just so strong. And once he gets moving, one person isn't getting the job done.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen a single open field tackle on him or a single one-person tackle.
Yeah.
It's been all about the Eagles swarming in on him to bring him down.
Yeah.
Pioneers 8-point lead now. Scored 21 straight.
21 unanswered.
Islander ready to kick this one away. Low on the ground and catches somebody possibly unawares on the high side of the screen there. Still manages to pick it up and gain a few, but I don't think that kid was ready for that. Or no. I don't think he necessarily even wanted that to be a thing that happened to him tonight.
No, not at all. And both of these kickers are really falling in love with the squib kicks tonight. I guess this is just their thing, or maybe this is the way their coaches want them to do it. But, you know, right there, yeah, that's going to cause some disruption right there. And he only gets a 5-yard gain out of it, but oh, no, make it about 9, 10. Still good field position, starting off at the 34-yard line.
That's Gideon Starkweather there. I think that he had in his mind when this ball gets kicked away, I'm going to block and block only. And suddenly, now it's right in my hands. What do I do now? You're right. He still picked up a few after it, but he was for sure not ready for that one. Handoff Eagles. Mickey grabs a couple, as he does pretty much every time out, but I think the Pioneers will take those 1.5 yards, 2 yards, as opposed to those big 4, 5, 6-yard runs that he's been doing a lot of this game.
Yeah, this is a great tackle by Mickey right there. Not only did he wrap him up, but he pulled the wrestling move on him and threw him down to make sure it was only a gain of 2.
Yep, we've seen Napier make those big tackles a few times.
Yeah, Mickey's a big body too, man.
Yeah, not easy to bring him down. Exactly right.
He's got great size. That's a D1 body right there, ladies and gentlemen.
4:47 to go. Skadsam going left, sidearm toss, looking at Neal.
Whoa, he caught that?
Dangerous pass into Neal. Neal pulled that down seemingly one-handed. Still barely back to the line of scrimmage, if anything, but a spectacular no-yard catch.
Watch this catch. Are you kidding me?
Wow, one-handed, goes up and grabs that one, climbs the ladder and brings it down.
Who is this kid? He is super talented, man, and fun to watch.
Yeah, that's why Skadsam is so in tune with him. I think that any coaches would just be happy to have this duo, but Skadsam's got to look for somebody else at some point, too.
Yeah. Somebody's got to help fill that role. Yeah, he did it right
long
there.
There, he was looking at Shelk up the middle, and Shelk couldn't pull down the one-hander. Just let him too much, a little too high.
Yeah, well, Shelch was trying to do the same thing Neal just did. You know, put two hands up instead of one. You ain't 12. You ain't 12. Grab it with two hands.
Well, I'm sure he didn't want to have to do that either.
Yeah. Oh, we already showed the replay.
Missed third down opportunity. So that brings up 4th and 11. Eagles are going to punt this one away.
Now that's a bounce.
That was a
he better go get the ball.
Low, never got a ton of air under it. And that line drive stinger of a punt goes down all the way to the 5 or 6 yard line. And the Pioneers have been in this position several times this game, and it has not worked out great for them.
No, it hasn't worked out great at all, but like definitely a great kick by the Eagles special teams right there. But the way that Pioneer has been running the ball since getting down 13-0, this shouldn't be a problem. Just get yourselves out of this deep hole or whatnot, and if maybe you can get a big play here or there or whatever, but the ground and pound game is working. Lean on that offensive line. Get yourselves out from being deep in your own territory with the run game.
You know, and that's a great point that you bring up, too. Down 13-0 in that first half, first quarter even. They didn't get away from who they were. They didn't try to do too much. They didn't try to heave the ball downfield or switch to an offense, pass happy. They stuck with their run game, and it has benefited them this entire time since getting down early. They didn't hang their heads. They just kept being the Pioneers, and now they find themselves with an 8-point lead, 3:46 to go in the third. And one more handoff to Caceres. Caceres continues to move forward on those halfback draws.
Pioneer is in complete control of this game right now thanks to their offensive line in this run game. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? You have an 8-point lead. We're heading down the final stretch of the third quarter here. You can ground and pound this game all the way to a victory.
And one more time, Caceres not just brought down by one man, but 3 Eagle players in the middle of the field. A couple of linebackers and a D lineman it takes to bring down Caceres.
Second down, Pioneers.
Say the Pioneers are eager to get Caceres into that keyhole right up the middle. And there's Caceres, smashes right into one of those big kids.
He is getting fed that rock right now. Might want to bring Mickey in, spell him a little bit. You know, you don't want him to get too tired. You want him to be fresh come the fourth quarter.
There we saw, for a second, we saw Brandon Wormsley in there. Big kid, big D lineman for the Eagles. We haven't called his name a lot. He's been really nicely taken care of by the front from the Pioneers. Play action to the right. Caught a couple of moves and just jukes himself out of bounds. That's Elijah Marshall, who we saw took a pretty big fall at the end of that first half, but he seems to have maybe gotten some smelling salts under him.
And watch the quick feet here after making the catch with the quick little skirt, skirt. Oh, I'm off to the sidelines, baby. Give me that first down and more. Great play by Marshall there.
Yeah, Elijah Marshall, just a sophomore. He seems to have a really nice feel for being around the ball and making some moves, like you said.
Yeah,
big shift to the right. Got a feeling that Caceres might be going right on this one. There's a little bit of a push up front, but these Pioneer offensive linemen continue to win it in the trenches, right, JB?
Not only that, but they are controlling this clock here in the third quarter. I believe Skyline has only had the ball once, and that was only for maybe 3 or 4 plays. Pioneer has had the ball the remainder of this entire quarter, so they are in full control of this game right now. And like I said, like we said before, they're leaning on their big uglies. They're leaning on their running game, and that is exactly what Coach Simpson said he wanted to do in the pregame.
Well, you talk about who wants it more, and this is definitely who wants it more for the Pioneers up front here.
Easy.
They've been pushing. They've been doing what they need to do up front, and the Eagles are just reactionary at this point.
Reactionary and just getting pushed back. They're just
Another
getting pushed
handoff
back.
to
And
Saris.
they're just getting all these
Big
holes.
hole up front, falls forward. Depending on spot, probably looking at third down. Nope, giving them the
First down. Remember where this drive started, Nick.
Yeah, they were way back after the big punt.
Look at them now. They've only had one pass play so far.
First down, Pioneers.
Pioneers matriculating forward, gobbling up yards, 5, 6 at a time.
Gobbling
and
up yards
gobbling
and
up
clock.
Exactly right. Exactly right. 1:15 to go here in this third quarter. Man in motion in front of Hayes. Still give it to Caceres, though, and another big gain, 7 yards.
Ground and pound. Every single handoff he's getting, there's holes. Uh-oh. Is he a little slow to get up? Uh-oh.
Caceres
That's not good.
slow to get up. Hopefully that's just a cramp.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field, due to an injury.
Let's see.
Got the trainers down there. He's wiggling around, as you can see, but I really wonder if it's just something cramping up in the back of his leg. Little hammy
either
issue.
cramp or something with his back, the way he's rolling right now. But he's been a workhorse. He's been a workhorse not only this entire game, but especially here in this third quarter. You know, I don't know if you heard me mention or not, but I said, like, you might want to bring Mickey in just to spell him a little bit or whatever. You know, don't wear him down here on one drive. He's back up, so he's good. So Mickey's probably going to come in and spell him for a few plays here.
Yeah, Caceres trotting off now. I really think that, that could have been just a tight hamstring. A little chuck wagon, as we used to call it. They're gonna rub that down a little bit. He'll get him a lot of water, got to rehydrate on a hot night like this after a hot day. Long, hot week in practice probably. Those muscles are going to be apt to tighten up. So Caceres, I'm sure we'll see him soon. Just not right now. He's back there. He's got a different back off to his left. 3 wide, 1 left, 2 right, and everybody looking into Coach Simpson and the offensive coordinator. Now we're 39 seconds to go here as the clock continues to roll down.
That's Newman in the backfield, by the way.
Only need 4 yards. There's a light toss caught in front of the sticks and rolls out of bounds.
Newman's got to be careful of not leaning forward like that before the ball is hiked. The refs are going to ding him for illegal procedure. And that's the second time they've gotten away with that.
That's Cerniglia with the
look,
reception
that's
there.
illegal procedure right there, but refs didn't catch it.
Oh, I'm sorry, and Cerniglia did not come up with that.
Oh, no, he didn't.
That sailed by him. I really thought he came up with that from up here. Replay gets the job done, as it always does. Everybody doing just an outstanding job down the truck. All of our camera ops just crushing it up there as always. I'm sure they're loving the beautiful weather as well.
Oh!
That's a handoff and brought down almost by the original line of scrimmage.
Now that is the first time this half that the Skyline defensive linemen have actually won the battle in the trenches. That was the first time this third quarter that they won the battle in the trenches, and look what it got them now. Now you get a 4th down out of it, and you keep it a 1-possession game. I will be expecting Pioneer to punt coming into the 4th quarter.
Fourth down upcoming now that this third quarter is over. 4th down, 4th quarter, all coming up in just a moment on CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Fans, let's again take this opportunity to thank our wonderful friends from CTN and Arbor for broadcasting tonight's game.
Tech ball is a sport that is played on a curved table. You can use any part of the body but your hands.
It's kind of like a ping pong table, but it's a little bit curved to allow for like more rallies with a bigger ball. It's basically ping pong and soccer mixed together.
You can play it as a singles or doubles. The idea is to hit the other side of the table, and each side has an opportunity to touch the ball 3 times. Failing to retrieve the ball within those 3 touches, other side gets a point.
To be able to play something like that, like so casually and effortlessly without needing like a big field or anything was great. And also the added like complexity of having to abide by ping pong rules was really fun.
Back in 2023, there was some communications between Tech Ball USA and Parks and Recreation staff. The idea was not only to bring something new to the community, but also an opportunity for Tech Ball USA to grow the sport. So they decided to donate 2 tables for us. One is at Olson Park, the other one is here at Fuller Park. We chose these locations because this is where we have our premier soccer fields.
This is like perfect because it's super low commitment. You can just walk up to the park with a ball and just play with each other. And I know some friend groups like mine are like super competitive, and this is like something perfect for that.
Cranbrook Park is a 17-acre park nestled within several housing developments between Main Street and Ann Arbor-Saline Road in the southwest corner of the city. The park provides a sprawling green space with open fields and wooded natural areas. There are 3 pedestrian entrances to the park, 2 on Oak Brook Drive and 1 on Main Street. There are sidewalks along Ann Arbor-Saline Road, Oak Brook Drive, and Main Street, so the park is accessible on foot from a variety of locations. An accessible paved path runs through the park, and there's a pedestrian bridge connecting the Main Street entrance. In the park, you'll find a play area, a half basketball court, a tennis court, picnic tables, and benches. You'll also find a small natural area with unpaved meandering trails. This natural area is a wetland where no trail maintenance can take place. Boots are encouraged as it can be wet and muddy. Explore at your own risk. For more information about Cranbrook Park or other city parks, visit a2gov.org/parkfinder.
There's the Eagle band trying to rally the troops. Down 8 points are the Eagles right now, but in theory, they make the stop here and they're into something. But the Pioneers, there's that snap over the QB's head, and he's running backwards. You do not want to run backwards, young man. Get forward and go out of bounds, and that could not have went any better for the Eagles right now.
What a disaster for Pioneer. They were going to punt the ball, but the quarterback was about to back up, but it was snapped too fast, and then next thing you know, the ball's all over the place, and then he's trying to figure out what to do with it. He should have just, oh man, there was nothing he could do. Even if he would have thrown the ball and got it to the line of scrimmage, it would have been intentional grounding.
Well, that was Cole Hayes, the quarterback, so you have to think that the toss was on his mind a little bit, but there was a major amount of confusion about A, what the play was, B, what the personnel was, and then C, when the ball was getting hiked, because Hayes was not ready for that snap.
Not at all. Not at all. And if Skyline does not take, whoa, what a tackle. Hey, that's legal.
And
that's legal.
Ripped down by Napier. We've seen him make some
his third
big
time doing
boy
that.
tackles.
Yeah,
that's Neal's not used to getting brought down quite that forcefully.
Yeah, watch that. It's not a horse collar. He's grabbing the shirt. That's the shirt. He's grabbing the shirt. He's ripping that jersey too.
Yeah, really smooth play by Napier to just get his hands on it initially, and he brings that much smaller player, Neal, into his clutches, into his grasp to wrap him up and take him down.
I like what Skyline did there, trying to get the ball in the hands of your best player right off the rip. Let's see what they do here. If they have to take advantage of this disastrous mistake by Pioneer, they got to take advantage, Nick.
There's a handoff to Mickey. You're exactly right there. Not coming away with some points here. Even a touchdown, anything less than a touchdown, is a real problem for the Eagles. That said, still nearly 11 minutes to play. There's a lot of game left one way or another. And the Pioneers, even if they come up with a stop, they're going to have a long way to go. Big field up in front of them. But the Eagles, let's see this replay here.
Nice little hole for him to run through right there. Mickey coming in.
3rd and short. Figure you got the whole playbook in front of you if you're Skyline. Scads with Mickey to his left, hands it off. Mickey falls forward, but I do not know if he got to that stick. Chain Gang says 4th down upcoming, 4th and a long one.
I'm going for it here, Nick.
Yeah, you're there. There's no chance they're kicking. I don't think they have any desire at all to kick this one.
I am challenging my offensive line to get the push up front. I'm handing the ball off to Mickey, and I'm telling him to go get me 1 yard. Go get me 1 yard. Go get me a 1st down. Give us another chance to go ahead and tie this game up.
Yeah,
challenge them.
Mickey's the safe play, but it's also the play the Pioneers are going to be looking for. You know that they're going to be dialed into Neal as well. Neal got seemingly single coverage at the bottom of your screen there.
Here comes that safety.
Scatson gets it, hands it off to Mickey, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Pioneers say they stopped him, waiting for the officials and waiting for a spot. The Pioneers are feeling real good, and they should, because that is a huge 4th down stop.
Huge stop for Pioneer, and you know, shame on Skyline for not challenging up front and opening up some lanes for Mickey to run through. Where was he going to run? Nothing. There was nowhere for him to go. The Pioneer defensive line just waltzed right by the Eagles offensive line, and Mickey had no chance at all.
Great job by those Pioneer D linemen to get through there, make their push in, and stop a back that has consistently gotten 3-4 yards every single time. So when they needed it most, the Pioneers defense steps up and stops the Eagles in what seemed like an inevitable situation. And now I think we're going to get a heavy dose of Mr. Caceres.
Well, Caceres is not back in the game yet, so I don't think that was him that just ran. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was Caceres. That was Caceres. Okay, Caceres is back, he's good. Sorry, folks, but the 20/20 vision is gone.
Yeah, seems overrated.
Great run there by Caceres. I'm feeding them. You got 9 minutes left in this game. You're in control, Pioneer. You control this game right now. You have the ball. You can eat some clock. You've got the running game. You've got an 8-point lead. Finish this out.
He back.
Oh, they're going deep.
Looking deep. He's got a man.
Wide open.
He's got Kowalik. He's wide open. Turns, makes the catch. Oh, they're calling him out of bounds. He tripped over his own feet, seemingly.
And
after he had
was
his
out of
man
bounds.
beat. He brought the ball in, but couldn't stay in bounds.
Yeah, I am going to love to see the replay here.
Oh, well, you're going to get a replay, baby.
Oh, I know. This is a great throw. Looks like a great route. Oh, did he just? Oh, he was
out of bounds.
Game of inches. Game of inches. He was just a couple inches out of bounds. That would have been a great play for Pioneer.
Even the cheerleaders say, hey, what happened there? What happened there?
Uh-oh. Okay, quarterback. Was that a quarterback sneak? Yep.
So I really liked Pioneer trying something a little bit different, going deep on that one, and trying to get the Eagles unawares. They definitely did. And yeah, that last play was QB keeper, seemingly.
And they did. They caught him off guard, and that's why he was open. But just a game of inches. He was just a couple inches to the right. He might be going for 6.
Yeah,
catches that in stride, he's gone.
Solid toss by Hayes, but just a little bit too much to the left. It's a little breezy down there, but Wynn might have pushed the ball out too.
Yeah.
First down.
Nice rollout.
Hayes, man, Pioneers anxious to throw the ball now all of a sudden. I really like them because the Eagles just don't know what to do about it. They're expecting those runs by Caceres up the middle, and they're coming out bootlegging and getting a lot of players coming out of the backfield.
You're spot on right now, Nick. Coach Simpson is mixing up the bag on this drive right now, coming out with the 2 pass plays, the play action rollout right there. Skyline's not expecting that. They're expecting that ball to come right up the middle with Caceres. Instead, you do a play action rollout or whatever, you got a wide open man, and now you're all the way down to the 46-yard line.
That was Cerniglia with the reception and the first on that one, the non-Caceres touchdowner for the Pioneers. Killer C's for Pioneer, and Hayes wisely just ditches that one with 3 big dudes coming in on him.
Yeah, there was no need for that pass play, but that definitely could have been intentional grounding. They're going to get away with that right there. There was a receiver in the area, but I don't know if he was close enough.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
It's close enough.
He's within 6, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Was he looking for it? Nah.
May have been a
but he was within 6
too.
yards.
He may have ran the wrong route.
Yeah, Hayes is smart. He's a smart kid. Still a junior, so he's got some learning to do, but he gets away with one there maybe. Hayes hand off to Caceres. So you can hear everybody in the stadium shrieking, run. So now they need those sidelines to help them out. I'm really curious to see if, we've seen Pioneer throw the ball a few times here. Let's see a replay on that handoff.
Yeah, absolutely. Caceres taking the rock, breaking one tackle or whatever, and if not for that tackle right there, he probably would have been going for a good 20, 30 yards.
3rd and 5 now. I'm expecting some sort of play action. Everybody's going to be stepping up looking for Caceres. This is 4-down territory if you're the Pioneers. I know you've mentioned how you don't like that, but I have a strong feeling.
I'm old school, Nick.
This is 4-down territory for Pioneer.
I love special teams, man. I love the impact that they can have on a game, and I just think it's very, very important to play the field position game.
Play action to Caceres. Has his man slanting into the middle. Catch for Pioneer and a 1st down. Kowal just told you.
Nice play right there. And you called it, Nick. Play action with the slant. 1st down.
And all it takes is that half second of a couple of linebackers or those defensive linemen to stop and look up and keep an eye on, there's Caceres. Now he doesn't have the ball. It is just a brief thing, and hopefully we got one more play. We got another Eagle player down. Sitting on his backside, leg out. This again feels
now that looks like
cramp.
a cramp.
Yeah,
now that looks like a cramp situation.
I got money on this game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was. Don't show that replay. I don't know what was going on there, but it probably wasn't good. But what is good is Fall Sports coverage looking really good. This one wrapping up. The Pioneers still up by 8, but still a ways to go. We got some Skyline here on soccer. Here on 2nd ranked in the state in boys soccer right now. Skyline top 10 as well. 2 really excellent programs coming up next week. And then Pinckney and Pioneer to round this one out.
Yeah, we're going to be on the call for that Skyline here on boys soccer game, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. I love
really
seeing one of the top teams in the state in any sport.
So the Pioneers now with that fresh set of downs after coming up with that solid pass up the middle.
They're chewing up that clock too, Nick.
Yep, and that's the thing about that pass too. It didn't go to the sideline. No chance to get thrown out of bounds. You're down within bounds, and there's an outside pass. Caught, jukes made, knee down, probably just short of the 1st down, but a 9-yard gain for the Pioneers.
Coach Simpson has this Eagles defense on their heels right now. That I believe that's his 3rd or 4th pass play call that he called on this drive alone. You know, they've been running the rock down their throat all half, and now you come with this drive where you're mixing it up plenty and showing the balance with this offense, and now you've got the Eagles defense on their heels.
Yeah, that's a great call. I feel like we've seen more pass plays from the Pioneers on this drive than we have the entirety of those first 3 quarters. Feels that way.
It feels that way.
And it probably feels that way if you're the Eagles, too. Hayes
Another
back
pass.
one more time, slings that one into single coverage, but just over the mitts of Kowal.
Coach Simpson and the Pioneers are going for the dagger, Nick. They are trying to put this baby to bed.
Right, they've already got the 8-point lead. Another score pretty much puts this one away, but still 6 minutes to play. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, so that was on 2nd and 1. You might as well take the shot. Why not? Now you got 3rd and 1. You go to Caceres or you run a QB keeper. And honestly, you don't get it, you're going for it again anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There it is,
There's
right there.
Caceres. Stutter
down.
steps in the backfield. First down and more.
Did you see the way he was moving his feet? Look at the quick feet by Caceres here. Check this. Boom, boom. Skirt. I'm going this way. Sorry. Wrong way. There we go. First down.
Yeah, quick feet. You're exactly right. He had that pile of guys that dropped right in front of him. There's 3-4 players on the ground, and he just shuffled to his left and kept the momentum moving forward. Never slowed, not a microsecond.
Yeah.
And another first down for the Pioneers. The Pioneers, just with this drive, just so good. It seems like they're hitting on all cylinders.
By the
Officials timeout, or is this maybe a TV timeout? We going to tell the truck to run some commercials?
Yeah, I was going to say, we got some bills to pay?
Yeah.
Is it for a measurement?
So in the meantime, whatever the stoppage is for, both teams are going to shuffle in some personnel back and forth. Got our announcer Nick trying to rally the troops as best he can. It's tough. The Pioneers offense has really taken the wind out of this Skyline crowd.
Great defense there by the Eagles.
Play there,
They needed that right there. Pioneer, the main thing Pioneer needs to focus on before they finish out this drive is protecting the ball. You don't want to turn it over here. You got this game in the bag right now. You're in position to make it a 2-possession game. Don't turn it over, though. Don't turn it over.
Great penetration tackle by Carradine there. 4-yard loss. Problem for the Eagles is that clock continues to roll down. Another play action out of the slot. Great job going up and catching that one from Cerniglia. But the Eagles, stout defense again, bringing that player down before he can make anything happen.
Yeah, great defense by the Eagles, but this is the most balance I've seen from either team all night when it comes to their offense and when it comes to a particular drive. Pioneers got to finish this off, though. I don't know how well their kicker is or whatnot. If they had to kick from this area, it'd be about a 40-yarder. So I don't know if he has that range or not.
That was Aiden Scheldt on the takedown there. Scheldt playing both ways. He's going to get things done, try to lead this team the way he's done for years, any way that he can do it.
Huge third down here.
3rd and 10, play action.
Wow.
Caught up the middle to Calais.
Great play call.
Calais refuses to go down. Another killer C for the Pioneers.
Great play call by Simpson right here, just sneaking one right up the middle on 3rd and 10. I believe it's their 5th or 6th pass play on this drive alone. Wide open is Toby Calais.
And Calais is a big kid, big strong kid. It shows because it took 2 Eagles a minute before they could even bring him down.
All right, the Pioneers have to finish
now,
this.
7-yard line. The Pioneers inching closer. Caceres there behind the line of scrimmage. But we've got a flag. That's going to be a hold probably, right? For how far back that was thrown.
Definitely
the official
back.
calls it immediately.
Yeah.
And our camera guys, Rob Cross in the truck, cuts to that hold immediately.
Yeah.
Please give your parents a call and let them know you're ready to be picked up at this time. All students, please give your parents a call and let them know you're ready to be picked up at this time. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Way to break that first tackle by Caceres. Get a couple extra yards out of it.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, it's coming back.
Caceres just has such a good feel for what's going on around him. We've seen him with the patience all night long, waiting for those blocks, and those offensive linemen have opened up hole after hole for him all game long. Yeah, Pioneers offensive line, unsung heroes out there this evening.
I mean, I'm tempted to give him the key. I mean, it's probably going to go to Caceres, but that offensive line will deserve it just as much.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, there's a hold. I saw the hold there. Yep, that was definitely a hold. He tackled him.
And then a little discussion about things afterwards. So that's going to go back 10 yards. Now the Pioneers will be scrimmaging for goal from the 17-yard line. Not ideal, but they've had plays drawn up for situations like this, feeling like all game long, but definitely all drive long.
Yeah, all drive long, they have been controlling the clock, and they haven't been doing it just on this drive. They've been doing it this entire half. I mean, I believe Skyline has only had 2 possessions, and they didn't go anywhere or whatnot. Let's not act like they got a big 0 on the scoreboard for the second half. They have not scored since they opened this game up with the 13-0 lead in that first quarter. They haven't scored since, so Pioneers defense, we got to give them kudos too.
2 men in motion out front.
Caceres
gets that with the
stay in
trick
bounds.
Stay in bounds.
You see, he wanted to stay in bounds.
Big tackle coming in there. Andre Neal tackle.
Okay, they're going to call him down in bounds, so they're going to let the clock keep rolling.
And the Pioneers will be totally fine with that scenario.
Let that clock roll. 2nd and 15. I mean, you might as well just use up the entire play clock. You're at that point of the game. Just the clock is your friend. Skyline's going to have to start thinking about taking time out.
Yeah, we've seen Pioneer do a lot of out-of-character things, a lot of great passes here, but I'd be shocked if they go to the air any more this half.
We'll see.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Shocked.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Hayes waggles his way out of the back.
Their passing game has been
hit
working, so that's why they surprised you that time. They surprised you right that time. Coming through with the play action, and it was a good play call, too. 11 was wide open. Check him. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't 11, it was 21. Perfect pass. Oh, you got to catch that. Come on, son. You got to catch that.
Yeah, Cerniglia is going to see that pass in his sleep for days.
Yeah,
you're right, that
right
hit right in the hands. All he does is would have to do is turn, and he's probably got end zone in front of him.
And unfortunately,
so that is an
stopped the clock,
unfortunate spot for the Pioneers. 3rd and goal from the 15 now. Like you said, perfectly dialed up play, and they throw it again.
Oh.
Sends it one more time. Makes a man miss. Did he stay in bounds? No, they're going to call him out. Toby Callias makes the catch.
Oh, I like the play design there. He's just got to tiptoe his way down that sideline to get a few more extra yards, and he might have been able to get into the end zone.
Then you had that secondary player from the Eagles lay some wood on him.
Oh, they're going for a field goal here. This is going to be a 31-yarder.
By high school standards, a pretty long kick. Snap down, up, and it's good. And that's going to be an 11-point lead for the Pioneers.
Got him, coach. That's old school football right there, Nick. That is old school football. You know you have control of the game when it comes to the clock, when it comes to the run game. You mix it up and show off your balance and get some huge pass plays down the field. You matriculate your way all the way down inside the 30-yard line, 20-yard line that is, and then go off and cap it off with a field goal, which is probably going to clinch this game because it's now a 2-possession game. So that's a huge, huge drive by the Pioneers.
Yeah, that's a put-em-away field goal, right? Like you said, you know, being old school, going for it, like that just makes sense. That's what you do. You get those points if you've got that kicker to make it. It's real easy to sit up here and say for us to make that kick, or if you watch pros every single Sunday, pros are making that kick. But in the high school game, that's not a sure thing that we just saw.
No,
so
not at all.
Coach Simpson had confidence in his kicker, and it was delivered.
Absolutely. 24 unanswered points by the Pioneers. Skyline has not scored since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter.
3 straight quarters, you're right. And that says a lot about this Pioneer defense dialing in and shutting down a really great player. All right, 2:45 to go. If the Eagles are going to do something, it's got to start right here, right now. I do wonder if they try to hand the ball off maybe once or twice, try to soften things up and maybe get the Pioneers to bite early, but you know who Scanson is going to be looking for. And
Mr.
everybody in the stadium knows, there he is, number 12. You know who they're going to be looking at. So to free him up somehow is going to be not an easy task for the Eagles.
Hashtag 12 is a problem, even when he's double covered. At this point of the game, you got to play with some desperation. You got to get the ball down the field. You have no time to waste. It's a 2-possession game. Sling it.
Gansett hits number 7.
It's time to sling it.
Right there up the middle. He got popped for his effort.
And not only time to sling it, you got to get into a hurry-up offense. We got an injured player right now, but like coach should be once they take this time to talk things over while we address the injured player. Coach needs to get them into a no-huddle type of situation right now. There's no time to waste. We don't have time to be going over here and huddling up and trying to figure out, oh, let's do this play, let's do this. No, y'all gotta sling it.
That was Craig Newman with the hit right on the hip of Schelk. And I'm curious if they're going to slow things down a bit so they can get Schelk back into the mix, because he is a weapon for Skyline. A very important weapon.
Absolutely, and it's a weapon they need to use. They need to use him desperately on this drive right here. Game is on the line. I don't know what those next-gen stats would say.
2.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Scanson, quick release, looking for a man, but he was looking for the man, but the man was not looking. I think that was Mickey coming out of the backfield.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Nick. I got faked out on that play. That's why I got faked out, because Zero wasn't even looking up.
No, Mickey wasn't ready for that.
Mickey wasn't ready for that one.
And Mickey came back looking, saying, like, I thought I was going to a spot, and Scanson was throwing to him is the problem. So a little bit of miscommunication. So here's possibly the problem with what you were talking about, trying to do things quickly, hurry up. If these kids aren't used to doing that, that's going to be your end result.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is something you're supposed to practice, though. You know what I mean? Not only in practice leading up to the game, but you should be practicing this in training camp. Situation football. You should put your 2-minute drills. 2-minute drills. High school, they know how to do 2-minute drills in high school.
This guy's running for his life on that 2-minute drill. He wants a 2-second drill.
Where was the blocking on that? Goodness gracious.
A lot of lookout blocks on that one. At least the clock stops for the Eagles. They got that going for him. And there he is, man, just surrounded by 3 players. Incredible penetration by the Pioneers on that one. 3rd and long now. Got some empty backfield, 5 wideouts. Lots of options for the QB, the side armor. There's a toss out to Schelk. Schelk receives it from the backfield, turns upfield, but the Pioneer defense, those kids are in the correct position every single time. This defense, their DC, their coach has got these kids in the spots to make plays. Impressive.
Tick, 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 Nick. The clock is ticking. Where's the urgency right now? I'm sorry. Where is the urgency right now if you really want to win this game? What did the coach say that was going to be the key to this game? Whoever wants it the most?
Scanson with a little bit of time. There's that back foot side armor up. Who wants it?
Oh, where's the flag?
And there's hands, several hands on it, several players on it. It's going to be tough for Neal to come up with that one. Once again, DC has got these Pioneer players all in the right spot. There's 4 Pioneers out there.
Yeah. Absolutely great defense here. The ball was a little underthrown. If you leave Neal out, he's going to go in for 6, but with the ball being underthrown and 3 defenders being out there, Neal didn't have a chance.
That DB had it hit him in his hands, and he almost juggled it into his breadbasket. Yeah, just has a feel of, hey, why not? Hey, here we go. Yeah. And that turnover on downs gives the Pioneers the ball with 1:37.
That gives them
now I'll be absolutely shocked if they do anything than run the ball, do anything other than hand off or take a knee.
Yeah, this is pretty much a wrap.
That's Caceres falling forward.
Number 5, Eduardo Caceres on the run.
Yeah, they're trying to work their crowd into a frenzy too. You know, you're going into rival territory, hostile territory, and you got to jump up and down and say something about it.
Second down, Pioneers.
Under a minute to play now. The Pioneers have just handed one more off here, and this will be a big victory for Coach Simpson and his kids out there. Can't say enough about the defensive effort. Again, everybody's going to talk about Caceres, that offensive line. There's Caceres one more time. But man, after getting punched in the face a couple of times early, this Pioneer defense stepped up, shut down those throws, shut down that run game for the Eagles, and now all the Pioneer faithful, they need to run and get to the Kona ice before that thing leaves. Get me one. Tropical punch, please. Anything red. Anything red. 18 seconds to go. They're on their way out. I'm not on my way out. JB Ricks is not on his way out. He's down there working. He's a hard worker, just like everybody else here at CTN. Audio replay tonight, Jackson Gorland. On cameras, Mitch Mazer, Ryan Smith, Mike Koski, of course. In the truck is the director, Rob the Boss Cross. I'm Nick Wisniewski. Watching that knee go down, and we're going to talk to JB Ricks down with our key player. Stick around. We don't know who it is. We'll find out in just a minute. But as of right now, the Pioneers, big victory from the Eagles Nest, 24-13. Stick around for JB and the key player of the game. Pioneers now 28 seconds to go, still only down a bucket. Half-court offense just so electric in this gym right now. Both sides feeding off of each other. And there's Micah Powell for three, high, and that one rattles in. Are you kidding me?
All right, here we are with the key player of the game, Eduardo Caceres, after Pioneer comes away with a 24-13 victory in their rivalry game over Skyline. Eduardo, talk to me about how this game played out when you guys got down 13-0, and then you went off and scored 24 unanswered. What was it that changed things around for you guys after going down 13?
My coach taught us to never give up. Fight. We fight until we die. So basically, my team, we give it all, no matter what. If you go back to the Flushing game, we're down 7-21, 7-24. We come back, we smack them in the mouth, and we win. We're going to keep doing that. We're not scared. We play our hearts out, we give everything. And what I like to say is we leave everything on the field, no matter what, everything on the field.
And how about that offensive line? All those holes they were opening up for you, man. It just seems like it was just smooth pickings for you to walk through those holes all night long.
I got to take them out to the steak dinner. If it was, without them, I'd be nothing. So I always thank them. I got to get them something on Monday for how good they've been blocking this whole season, helping me reach my goals. And I really appreciate them. I love my whole team. I love all of them.
I told him upstairs, I was like, he's going to have to take them out to lunch at the cafeteria on Monday, especially with the way they were opening up those holes for you. And final question for you. You guys end a 4-game losing streak with this win. What can this do for you guys to kind of like propel you moving forward towards the end of the season?
This win has brought us up. This means a lot to us, and this is going to help us, strive to work harder in practice. We were a little down in practice, but we never gave up, and it showed on the field tonight that we're going to keep pushing. We're going to win. We're going to beat Monroe. We're going to win the rest of our game. We're not going to end on 2. We're not going to lose the next 3 games. I promise you that.
You calling it. He calling. That's a guarantee from the key player of the game. I want to present you with the key player of the game for your performance today. Congratulations on the dub. Good luck on the rest of the season. All right, Nick, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, JB, and thank you to everybody for tuning into this one. Once again, a big thank you to everybody who makes this broadcast possible. For JB Ricks, I'm Nick Wisniewski from the Eagles Nest, the Pioneers. Big crosstown rivalry win, 24-13. Stick around, stay with us, and catch us on the next CTN Sports Game of the Week.